We're in a light museum, apparently. What's up? Nobody shows up on a museum on Wednesday, so we get to be quiet. Shh. Appreciate the paintings, chat. What's up? How's it going? Dude, it's Wednesday. I know, it's an early stream, you know, I got things happening later. No, I got to deal with people. People are going to be like, hey, how are you? And I'm like, oh, God. Socialness. Gross. Let's see, what's up? It is early. I'm sorry, dude. Life happens, bro. What am I going to do? Oh, man. Why is my whole setup all messed up? I'm like, I didn't move anything, yet I feel everything is skewed and weird. Let's see. No, it's not the chair. Did the table move? Did the desk move? Wondering if we had like a slight earthquake that shifted things like... No? All right. Oh, the microphone. Okay. No, that slipped. Sorry, chat. It's rickety. No. We had one of those little things that hold the mic. I guess it started like sagging, so I'm like, it happens though, especially if it's old. What's up? How's it going? Shoot-ya! Zombie Snow White, 53 Moons. What's up? How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Shh. We're in a museum. On this Wednesday. What's up? Hi, thank you. What's up, David? What's up, Killer? What's up? How's it going? Real Max Marvel, Angelica Storms of Rochi. What's up? Wolf Princess Streamer, King Cho. What's up? Yeah, I got to relate. Dude, I woke up at like 5 a.m., bro. 5. Or it was 7. There was something like where sun looks different. You ever wake up and it's like, should the sun be there? That kind of thing. So it was like one of those things. Dude, if you wake up at a particular time every day, it's like, and you wake up at a different time, everything looks weird. You know, you wake up in a room and you're like, everything's different. Where am I? Oh, no, it's the same thing. It's just early. What's up? Rob Roman, what's up? How's it going? Dreamer, Joey Panda, what's up? Ravenwolf Pradius, what's up? King Toy? Is there anybody else? What's up? Have coffee and a bagel, unemployed at present, just sincerely over life at this point. Yeah, it gets a little tedious after a while, doesn't it? It's like, shh.
Hope you're well, my pumpkin pie. It's been a long week with the heat in the shop, plus the humidity. On the plus side, work is grilling us all steaks tomorrow for lunch, so that's cool.
Good, more warm.
Hi early today.
Hi early today, yes. 'Cause reasons. But it'll be fun. We'll try to have fun. What's up? Oh, thank you and thank you. What's up? Oh, let's see. Still waking up and I've been in, been up for some time now. Oh, is it one of those days where you just wake up in bed and you don't want to move? Dude, you know how many of those we have? Yeah, and it's like the cat pokes us with a stick and we're just like, all right, fine, we're getting up. Cat needs to be fed. Dude, if the cat knew how to open up its own cans of food, it wouldn't even bother with us, honestly. Daffy Eagles, what's up? I just want to make sure I said hi to everybody. Angelica Storm, hi. What's up? Dude, Nintendo Direct. Dude, we got news from Nintendo. Come on, it's gonna be fun. What? I mean, not all the games are like I have any interest in, but there was one. You know, you haven't met coffee. Maybe you know. Let's all coffee. It is early, dude. Am I allowed to bring drinks in here? I guess so. She doesn't care. I don't know. Maybe the coffee cards will wake you up. Oh God. Oh, that one's nice. There you go. It's not weird like the other ones AI spits out. Coffee's not terrible. I give it about a 7 out of 10. Friends are saying there's tons of RPGs this time around on Direct. There are, but there's Zelda. I want the Zelda game big time. And also Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Yeah, that was on wasn't Hello Kitty Island Adventure on mobile for a while? It's a super low energy kind of day. That's why we're in a museum. Yeah, keep an eye out for people who want to ruin stuff. No, dude, Stonehenge. See that?
I thought my highlight was going to be the Mario and Luigi RPG. But then we got Metroid Prime 4, baby.
See, there you go. See, that was like Nintendo's Skate 4. Everyone was just waiting for it, right? Like, dude, we need Skate 4, bro. Dude, it was crazy. Also, Hello Convention was a South Park egg. The WoW episode, was it? Oh my god. Huh. Weird. Didn't think that was a thing. Dude, I haven't seen that in forever. That was probably one of the best South Park episodes, honestly. That was really good. That was an awesome episode. That's like one of my favorite. Nobody's on the tour. What else did they announce? Yeah, I got a list because it's kind of early for this. Hopefully this works. I haven't tested it. Hey, it does. Beautiful. Boom. All right. Look at that. You got your Metroid Prime there, right? You got your Romancing Saga 2, Revenge of the Seven. 7 of them. I don't know. I don't know what this is. 100 line Last Defense Academy. That doesn't sound like anything I want to play. Stray, which came out like a year and a half ago, so no biggie. Let's see. Tales of the Shire. Oh God, that's the Hobbit thing, right? It's a Lord of the Rings games. Yeah, because their other one that they came out with went over so well, right? Don't Gollum this up. Ace Attorney Investigation Collection. Big deal. It's just a collection. This I still find utterly confusing. No, man, the Horizon Adventure Lego thing, it's so stupid to me. Because it's like an underwhelming franchise that hasn't been around long enough to deserve a Lego game. They should have done Uncharted, just reskin the Indiana Jones Lego games and you're good. Just Dance, just no. This, right here, Legend of Zelda, Echoes of Wisdom. Finally, something that's actually interesting to me. All right, because here's the thing. All right, I'm over you, Mario, and all that other stuff, because I've played it to death numerous times, all right? Zelda games as well, I've played them. But this one, it's got that cool little echo mechanic. I am going to enjoy seeing how I can break this game, as I'm sure speedrunners will as well, until they patch it out. No, basically what happens after you defeat a thing, or if there's certain items, you can kind of clone them and bring them into the world, so you can traverse different levels and whatnot by kind of manifesting things. And this goes for basically things that you defeat too. So if you defeat a little whatever thing, bro, you just summon that guy and he's like, boom, I'm fighting for you. I don't know how long they last though, because I just wanted a whole screen filled with them. I'm sure they cap out how many you can summon, but it's kind of cool. And you play as Zelda, not Link. Yeah. Well, not for nothing. I feel like Zelda is pretty much let Link do all the heavy lifting, like quite literally. So finally, she gets out there, she does some work, beautiful. So it should be pretty good. What? The roles have been reversed. Link needs to be saved. All right, you got your Mario Party Jamboree here. I'm not a party game because it requires friends, so no. Marvel vs. Capcom Collection. All right, this is going to be on Steam, so I already wishlist this thing, dude. You have no idea how many quarters I pumped into machines, because when this came out, not only did it have Street Fighter stuff that I liked, it also had all the Marvel stuff I liked. All right, Marvel Ultimate Marvel 3, whatever Capcom Marvel thing, that wasn't as fun because it didn't have the pixel art style that I liked. This is it. Because it's got the little museum of artwork in there and everything. It's going to be awesome. This is an instant buy for me. So I'm happy about that. Apparently it's not going to be on Xbox. Is that actually true? And the Japanese Marvel X-Men art style was awesome. It was amazing. Dude, I was like, bro, this is like the best thing ever. And that's going to be the cool thing about this, is they have that little museum area where you go and look at all the old artwork and, what do you call it? The pamphlets, the flyers, all the weird little concept art. I'm all about this right here. This is going to be awesome. Yeah, it's not on Xbox for some reason. That doesn't make any sense. Is this like a timed exclusive or whatever? Because if it's going to be on PC, it's like, how difficult is it to port over to Xbox? And I really feel bad for Xbox people. Yeah, I'll get it on PC, so who cares? But it's like the Capcom collection is already on there, and some of these games are already in that. So, it's not like they can't do it. It's not like Capcom collections haven't been on Xbox. Doesn't make any sense. Did Capcom have a falling out with Microsoft, or did they just get paid more money by Sony? I don't know. Yeah, I fell out of Marvel vs. Capcom when the series moved from line drawings to 3D models. Yeah, dude, I was like kind of bent out of shape about that. I was like, dude, 3D models, this isn't the same. You know, that's why I really appreciate like fighting games that stick with sprites, like animated sprites, because I'm like, damn, you know, it looks a lot more fluid too, yeah, and it's fun. Phantom Brave, The Lost Hero. I don't think I care about this. I don't know. RPGs for me, it's JRPGs. It's kind of iffy. It's hit or miss. All right, Nintendo Switch Online things. They're throwing some old games in there for people who have to subscribe, even though this thing shouldn't even be a subscription service because I feel like it's stupid and people should be able to play games online free like they do on Steam. Just saying. Anyway, Darkest Dungeon 2, man, it's on PC. Metal Slug Attack Reloaded. I do like the Metal Slug series, and I go back to that because it's like... Go.
Was talking to a friend, acquaintance, whatever, came up with an idea for a Mario game where Mario and Peach go through 3 history of the 3D world to fix history Bowser Jr. is messing up.
Won't happen, of course, but now there's a script in my head. I'll write it down. Write it down. Pitch it to Nintendo, have them ignore you, and then use it 10 years from now. Usually how that goes. Metal Slug. Thank you. I always like the sprite work in this. Dude, the animations for this game have been amazing. This is like one of those first games I played in the arcade where I looked at the animations and I'm like, this is done so well. You know, in my little kid brain, I didn't understand it. I'm like, how are they getting them to look like that? They're so good. You know? So if you've never seen the animations of earlier Metal Slug games, take a look. It's incredibly fluid for the time period. New Denpamen. This was a weird thing. It looks like somebody made a game for the Nintendo Wii Me characters that you would make for your own, you know, little avatar or whatever. I feel like they tried to make one of these games. It never came out, and then they're like, it was like maybe 95% done, and then the funding stopped, and then they rediscovered it, and they're like, maybe we could put this on the Switch? Because it seems like such a goofy, odd thing to just happen. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, so that was kind of just strange. Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. A lot of HD remakes, because you got Donkey Kong adventure thing here. That's also HD, so you got HD. They're in the remake phase right now. All right? But at least they got some new stuff coming out. Funko Fusion. I'm cautiously intrigued and optimistic. Cautiously. Love the classic Scroll Metal Slug. Yeah, those are really good. This is like a strategy one. This thing. At least I think it is. Yeah, look strategery. Funko Fusion seems to be running around. I got like a lot of IPs in there, so picture a dumping ground of Funko toys running around in Funko lands. It could be good, it could be bad. I have no idea. Dragon's Quest 3 HD 2D remake. They're doing that. But they're also doing Dragon's Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake as well, which are coming out later. So if you like Dragon's Quest, there you go. It's weird. The soundtracks for this, the scores that they do, the music that accompanies this game, I feel like it's made for a marching band at a sports event in high school. Like, it is just so, like, uplifting. We're going to do things like the marching band is coming in kind of thing. I always found it weird. I don't know why. It feels like this over-the-top marching band, like, you know, that kind of thing. It's weird. Hey, DJ, what's up? And Metal Slug Attack is a tower defense game. Oh, I might be good at that then. Because, yo, older Metal Slug games, I was awful at. For some reason. They seem to be particularly difficult. I wonder if they have, like, newer ones with an easy setting. Easy mode. I just want to look at the sprites. So, yeah, Donkey Kong Country Returns HD. Pretty cool if you didn't get to play the original or if you're nostalgic for it. Formagia. Isn't that a type of cheese? That's a type of cheese, isn't it? Or is that a countertop? No, that's Formica. What is this? What's Formagia? That's a cheese. Formaggi? Dragon Quest game were made in the late 80s. Yeah. but they're gonna be HD remakes, like this one, and then this one up here, and I think there was another one over here somewhere. I don't know. There's some other HD something, right? Well, whatever. This it? No, that was it. I don't even know. Oh no, this one. Investigation collection, another collection. Not. I mean, I guess it's HD already, but Dragon's Quest is serious business in Japan. People used to skip work school for the release day sales back in the 80s and 90s. Anything to skip school in the 80s and 90s, I feel like was a thing. You know, because you could just, you know, ditch out during lunch or recess or whatever, and just nobody would even pay attention. Dude, now you try to get off school grounds, there are helicopters trying to track you down, there's Amber Alerts and all this stuff, and you're like, dude, I just went to GameStop to get a copy of Dragon Quest, bro. You know? Kids got it hard these days. Dude, you know how many times you could just skip it? Dude, I used to just cut class to pick up records. A new album came out by Pearl Jam. I'm going, you know? Of course, the record stores had midnight releases, so it was like, fine. Yeah. Dude, when was the last time anything had a midnight release for anything? It's ridiculous. Dragon's Quest could not be released on Mondays. It would derail Japan's economy. That's insane. There is no Mother 3. Oh, God. It'll happen. Eventually, they'll run out of HD things of everything else, and they'll do something. All right, Among Us. Apparently, they have some more DLC free stuff that goes in there. Who cares? Looney Tunes Wacky World of Sports. I don't know why this exists, and I generally do like Looney Tunes to a certain extent, but they never really translated into games for me for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know. Hello Kitty Island Adventures. Yes, it's going to be on a thing. I don't know. See you after meetings, AGA. Good luck. We're at Six Former. Sneak us to Burger King. What? Six Formers? What's a Formers? Or senior? They didn't want us never again. My mom never found out. Nice. See, there you go. Illusion Island. There's like some DLC for that. It's like investigation stuff. Mio. Very artsy looking platformer game. This looks cool, but I wouldn't play it. So if you do like artsy things, Memories in Orbit. Nintendo Switch Sports. Apparently there's new game modes that are going to be free. They're just going to add them in there. Yeah, you got your Fantasia Nero Dimensions there. That doesn't really do anything for me. Fairy Tail 2. This looks fun. Nintendo World Championship NES Edition. All right. This game right here, right? This thing right here. The NES Championship Edition. All right. Yeah. Are you an aspiring speedrunner? Well, guess what Nintendo has done? They monetized the speedrunning community by making a collection of games with challenges that keep track of your speedruns. They show you how to do things a little bit more efficiently and all that other fun stuff. There are literally, supposedly, built-in tutorials to make your playthrough as efficient as humanly possible so everybody can compete on the planet for leaderboards and how quickly you finished an old game that speedrunners have been doing for the last decade. So, yeah, literally another way to re-release old stuff yet again. This is like we're talking about like Zelda, Mario, and like all those other IPs that have been repurchased 100 times. Now to give you a clock. You got a clock. We're going to keep track of how long it took time. All right, that's going to be another $60. Bro.
Well, my theory is the Looney Tunes were more verbal jokes with occasional slapstick. So a game would obviously focus more on movement and cut dialogue to cut scenes, so the ratio will be inverted.
Yeah, I don't like that. Don't invert ratios. It makes it stupid. Yeah. Any mathematician will tell you that. Yeah, so this is just kind of weird. I mean, yeah, to support and stuff, but I mean, Mario and Luigi's Brothership. You know, what you and Don were talking that the style was, you know, it's got the cel-shaded style to it, which I kind of got spoiled by the last Mario game that looked really good, and then they're like, all right, let's scale it back a bit with cell shading. Not terribly happy about that. I don't know, but it is another, you know, Mario Luigi game. What was it, like the first one they said in like 8 years or something like that? They're super fun, great. What? Yeah, but it's like, meh, we'll see what happens. This could be good. I'll let Dawn play it. Because all my time is going towards Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection. And what was the other weird thing? Zelda. That's the thing. I got my 2 right here. Which is more than what I got out of, I think, even the Xbox thing. Well, no, Xbox, I have interest in Indiana Jones, and what the hell was the other one? There was another game. I forget. Thanks for the follow. 9 years in there. What? 9 years into their own thing. I was glad to see the art style back. So that's like, dude, I don't even think I played the other Mario Luigi game from ye olden times. Even though 9 years really isn't that old, but, you know, in gaming, it is. 9-year-old game is basically, all right, we got to do a whole remake of this. You know, Last of Us. Oh, we got to do a remaster. Oh, no, we got to do a remake. No, now we're going to do a remake remastered collection. Yeah. Last one was on the 3DS. Oh, all right. Yeah. God. Here's the other weird thing. It's like, now that you can't get anything on a 3DS, I feel like Nintendo's going to start going back to those games and kind of spiffy them up for current console stuff or future console stuff. Because they're like, oh, well, you know, the shop is pretty much dead. Because I don't think they're going to close down the Switch shop, you know, when they do the next, I guess, next console or whatever it is. I feel like that would be really dumb for them to do. And if Nintendo's going to tick off anybody, it would be by closing the Switch shop at some point when the next console comes out. But they may do that so they can resell you Donkey Kong Country Returns HD 10 years from now. Because it'll be HD plus remaster plus 4K. I don't know. Switch 2 is just going to use the Switch 1 shop. It better. All right? We don't need to be rebuying all our games yet again. No, because it's ridiculous. After a while, I'm just like, yo, I have no money. Okay? Dude, remember when games you bought once? All right. But at least that was kind of cool. At least there's all those fun things to look forward to. And what is it like? About, was it 3.5 months for that Zelda game, right? I think they said 100 days. 100 days from now. Donkey Kong ones, but I like to see them all not pixelated. I do like when they do remakes. Remasters are kind of spotty depending on how they're done. Because like the core mechanic is still there, but usually Nintendo's core mechanics are pretty solid regardless of, you know, the generation. You know, I very rarely hear that like, oh, a Nintendo game had to go back and, you know, fix gameplay issues, you know. No, you get that on PlayStation and Xbox and PC and basically every other platform. But Nintendo's usually pretty good about quality control for their first-party stuff. Yeah. I'm interested in Fantasian. It looks very pretty, and it's made by the original Final Fantasy director and music maker. Wasn't that a mobile game? I'm not even joking. I feel like that was in the Apple Arcade as an exclusive for a while. What's up? Hey, Panda from the 90s. I didn't know you had a Twitch. Probably had it for a while, but it's great to see you. Yeah, it's only been 8 years. How's it going? I think we've been on for 8 years. I don't know. Oh, that's not your fault. We're really bad at promoting. So guess what? Your new job is to tell other people that we exist here. I'm like, what? I didn't come here to work. Get out of here. Oh, man. Yeah, online and streaming services are not reliable. I think it's funny when people roll their eyes at me when I talk about getting a new DVD Blu-ray for my collection. Right? Oh, they're one of those. They're one of those physical media people. I'm like, yeah, well, you know, next time you want to queue up a, you know, movie that's been on your watch list for 3 years and the licensing is expired and now you don't have it.
It's time to get some caffeine in your system. You might have had too much, but nobody listened, so you buzzed.
Yeah, there you go. We're doing it. I will do it. No, but the Fantasian, I feel like that was in the Apple Arcade. Because I remember the sets being very unique because they were all like legit, real physical things that they made, like little dioramas and stuff, which I was impressed with. And that's what it looked like. So correct me if I'm wrong. In the meantime, we do have to get coffee. That'll kind of wake you up, right? I still buy physical things. I like physical things. Oh, board game, physical. Give us a second, huh?
I want to be interested in that farming RPG, but it's farming. And as much as I like sending a horde of monsters after an enemy, it's still farming.
It is still farming. We were all distracted, I think, for a second. It's farming. What the hell is this? This is like a weird. I don't even think I've seen this one before. What the? It doesn't even look. All right, whatever. Boop. No talking in the museum. Shh. We're in a museum. When power goes out and you have to rely on a generator. Blu-ray players still work with a generator. Services do not. Yeah. Physical game, bro. Oh, it's cold brew. Cold brew coffee we make ourselves. That's right. We get water. We get coffee grounds. We put them in a container. We say brew. Keep it in our fridge for 3 days.
Going to the 1:45 p.m. showing of the Garfield movie, as it is his birthday,
Nice.
and I'm interested in it.
Good luck. Literally let me know how that goes, because I was like cautiously optimistic. Ah! Sora gifted a bunch of subs. Thank you. KCW got a sub and Razor got a sub. Thank you, Sora, for gifting a sub. Now I got candy all over the museum floor. Very quiet candy. Hope nobody slips on these. These floors are really clean. I want to find the guy who did this. Pretty good. Wanting to support. Thank you. Wouldn't have this been a good Squirrels and Robots episode? Yeah, if we gave a crap about sitting in a hot car yelling into a microphone. Dude, I'm literally not recording anything. For those who don't know, our studio is our car, which is a piece of crap. Okay? So, yeah, I'm not sitting in a hot sun on a 100-degree day. This is why we're here, because the air conditioning is free and they didn't charge me to get in here. What? People think I got like a studio. I'm like literally sitting in a passenger seat with a laptop on me. I'm just like yelling into a microphone, which is also on my lap. It's a little difficult. You realize how still I have to be to not have those sounds picked up on the mic, yet still yell and be boisterous enough to convey emotion? Very difficult. Or you can fit in your closet. No, all my closets are filled with garbage. No, dude, we got a lot of thrift store finds and stuff. You know, it's crazy. I had a nightmare that looked like this museum. Kraken is not the end. No, you'll be right. Punisher wasn't even included in Marvel vs. Capcom Origins. Why not? No, the Punisher games are there, right? Or do you mean the Punisher as a character? Did they take him out? Did they do that? Come on. Installed my AC last night. I was laying in my sweat. Okay, need to install it. Yeah, dude, it's crazy hot. Sounds like you need to make a soundproof corner. I don't got time for that. No, if it's not broke, don't fix it, right? I just throw myself in a car. It's quiet enough, you know. Neighbors look at you a little weird, but that's fine. It's also a super rare board game. Which one? Bought a board game 7 years ago because I wanted it. I haven't had to play this. The first copy I had as a kid. What? You just played board? You didn't even tell me. Might be better for your back, though. No, the car seats are actually very comfortable. They're actually grossly comfortable. I wish the chair I use every day was as comfortable as that car seat. What do they make car seats out of that are so comfortable that you can sit in there for hours and be like, yay? Yeah. Oh, Escape from New York, the board game? Oh my God, I didn't even know it was a board game. That's amazing. Nice. Hey, beautiful. Oh, speaking of which, the board game, Save Pumpkin Guy, may get a physical release. It's going to be like a print-on-demand thing, so it's not like Hasbro approached us and they're just like, hey, we need this game. You know, it's not like that. So we're getting one shipped to us just to see what the quality is. If it's all right, it's going out there, but if not, garbage, throwing it out. But there you go. It's like at least I found a place that may or may not be good. So I don't know. I'm not getting it till like mid-July. So, and there will be 2 different versions because apparently print-on-demand stuff is stupid expensive. So I made one where we kind of got rid of all the unnecessary stuff, and then that's gonna be like $30 cheaper. than the other one that has the box and the custom dice, which is not really a big deal. Dude, you add a box, it's like $14. I'm like, are you kidding me? It's literally like an extra $14 just to have a box. I'm like, this is insane. This is insane. I'm like, all you need is this is literally a print-on-demand game that we made. You can literally use your printer. So, yeah, if you have your own dice, you can literally... It's on Itch and Patreon and all that other stuff. But, dude, I'm just like, you know? Well, I don't know. I'll see what the quality of the board is. I'll bring it out here. Everyone can see what it looked like. You know, the game pieces, you know, are probably going to be a little bit better, but there's still just the small little circle things. So. Hey, Tony Ringtail. Hey.
Hi, PG.
Hey.
Hope all is well with you. Smile.
So far, so good. 6 minutes. Thank you. Hope you're doing. But I wish I could see Able Press games on Target shelves. Yeah, good luck. What? Dude, we were in Hot Topic, okay? And not only were we in Hot Topic, we were in Hot Topic when it was cool. Go.
Well, I'm a dice goblin working my way up to Dice Dragon.
Hey.
You said custom dice. Now my addiction runs this decision.
No. It's not a big deal. It really isn't. You know how, okay, for people who are familiar with the board game, everything is hand-drawn in it. So basically, we just made the dice look like it's hand-drawn. So basically, we scribbled in circles for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not a big deal. Get a generic dice, save yourself $5. What? But for us, because we are obsessive-compulsive, as creators go, we're like, no, I want the dice to look like it's hand-drawn too. You know, I'm an idiot. So, what? They're literal dots. It's fine. You may not even notice it depending on the printing. So, you know, when we'll see it, and when it shows up, it'll be like, oh, okay, it looked good. Or, oh, well, that's a waste. What do you want to take a big deal? Want to spread the name. Spread it far and wide. Oh, 1. Rolled a 1, dude. You know what that means in that board game? That means you take damage. Oh, God. Dude, it's crazy. No. A 1. That looked like a 7? It looked like a 1. That wasn't a 7. Probably get it without the dice since I have, yeah, dude, people got loads of dice. Loads of them. Yeah, because essentially all you need is like the board and the pieces, and that's why I'm like, you know, I generally encourage people to just print it out because it's more fun. You know, you can choose your own paper, you can cut things out, you make it a project for the weekend. It's beautiful. Should be a D20. No, a D20 would mess up the board. It would totally mess up the board. I'll make it the board.
Dice Goblin. You know how many dice I have? I have enough D for us to home alone someone. Regardless of how subtle the customization is.
Alright, well that's on you. Alright, well let's go full. Boop. Alright, there we go. Alright, see, here's the thing. If you had a 20-sided on this, dude, you know how many of these little squares and stuff you'd be skipping all the time? Dude, it'd be crazy. 6-sided die, alright. You say you roll like a 2 here. Oh man. You're starting here and you're going 1, 2. All right, you get +1 to your HP. You got to add that on. You start with 20. So now you're at 21, right? Say you roll a 3. All right, you get 1, 2, 3. All right, you get another +1 to your HP. Don't be so impressed. You think you're just going to be going through this game, you know, getting all this HP and bulking up on stuff like this? Because go.
I meant the Dingia one, not the game. D6 makes sense for yours.
Oh, okay. Well, now I got to explain it because I'm already halfway here. All right, you get your +2, right, with your health there. So you have 22 health, right? Say you land over here on your little shadow minion right there, right? He's a 4-2. If you roll a 1, you know what happens? You're taking 4 damage. Remember, you're only starting with 20. This is like a Souls-like, bro, with paper. All right? So you got to roll a 2 or better to defeat him, or you take damage. All right? But if you roll a 2 or better, you don't take damage, and you move on. All right? There's a lot of these. Plus, there's 3 boards. It is not easy to finish this game, though we did it. So as long as it can be finished, it's good. Also, I think the squirrel's like, oh, the hat is in there. Look, the hat is in there. Steve's in there. I think Jermaine's at the bottom. Oh, little Warden's in there. Look. Depressing friend. Look, if you land on this, you have to go back 1 space. That's pretty funny. Come on.
This is too nerd for me, lol.
Too nerd for me. Yeah. We literally hand drew it. You know, it's like you got just little creatures in there. Look, it's fun. Sleep, lose a turn. That's for multiplayer. No, dude, look. Looming death, bro. Lose half current HP. Bro, half of current HP. So even if you're lucky and you land and get all the HP things, bro, you land on that guy, he's just like, yeah, you know what, Bert? Having that. Pilsy. Pilsy's got a confusing one. Look, you got to go forth 1, back 2, and then forth 3. Why are you making it difficult for people? All right, whatever. And that's just the first board. There's 3 of them. All right. No, dude, it's fun. And you could use your own little pieces or stuff. I really kind of wanted to get crazy and have like 3D printable pieces, but I'm like, this is going to get crazy. You know, so we just got little paper pieces that print out and stuff. There are a couple of monsters with thick stuffness that'll mess you up. There are.
So what's the story of the game? What are we saving you from?
Now I gotta go get the booklet. God. This one right here. It's a printable booklet too. There's a little story in there. Look at that. Save Pumpkin Guy. Because this crazy. This one back here, right? We got lore in here. Do I spoil the lore? Dream walking in other worlds. Yeah, but they pulled one out. And unfortunately, it's this weird demonic creature, elfy thing. What is this anyway? I don't know. They want to steal my magical essence. So they're all just like, rah. And she's like, yeah, I gotta say Pumpkin Guy. Me. I was going to make it that it was a sinister coffee house that wanted to extract my, you know, magical pumpkin-y spice essence for their fall line of coffees. But I'm just like, maybe that'll be for the sequel. What, maybe 1 page? No, just 2 pages. Hey, look. Yeah. Also hand-drawn. We're weird that way. But then you got your instruction booklet. Where is it? Boop. You got all your rules in there. I'm waiting for it. You got your little things. Boop, boop, boop. Well, I know, it's pretty simple. I don't like making games complex. It's basically to roll of the dice and have fun with it. But that gave us another idea for another little card game that we've been working on in the background in between everything else that we're doing. So, not the card game, which is basically 90% done. We just got to... God, writing rules out is so annoying. The only reason we got this one out is because it's simple enough. You know, I didn't have to do like card placement on a board and be like, well, you should gotta go here, and then you should gotta go there, and then this one happens here. If you do that, then this thing's over here. And you can only have this many cards, and then this card has to happen there, and this happens over there, and this over there, and brr, 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 brr. You know, I don't like explaining stuff. You know, I just say, here are the cards, do it. You know, where do I get this? It's on Itch, Patreon, and Gumroad. It's literally free. You can donate if you want, but it's not required. It literally is. I mean, just download it. It's a zip. There are 3 songs in it, 1 for each stage too. It's not a big deal. They were on other things. What do we have it? God, I don't even know what the hotkey is for it. Because I don't promote so much, so I forget what the commands are. I wonder if it's under merch. Is it? Let's see. No, that's Amazon. Nope. Never mind. Maybe it's under stuff. No, that's different too. Why do I not have this? Do I even have this in the title? God. Give me a second. Let's see. Let's see. We got Foamy, support, merch, music, rules. Really? All right. I should probably just put in actual links then. God, I haven't updated these things. I don't even think I had an itch page since. All right, I'll have to hand put them in there. I don't know. Copy link. I'm going to put that in there. You got your Gumroad up in there now. And then, where's the itch? Where's the itch for this? You got your copy the link there. You do the itch, and there you go. Burp. Give me 1 second. Oh. Yeah, I'm like, can this thing just open? Bro. I'm doing a thing. Hold on. Boop. All right, there we go. We're on the itch page. Yay. So it's basically the first thing. Boop. Save Pumpkin Guy, a printable game by blah, 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 and this guy over here. Save your pumpkin friend from a demon from another world. Me. Also, while you're there, you can print out all these other little comic books. Boop, boop, boop. They're also all free. We're all about free. Here's our mentality at work. You know, we get bogged down with stuff where we're just like, you know, oh man, the world is crazy, brr, 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 brr. And we're always like, oh man, how are we getting our work out there and stuff like that. We're approaching it like, you know what? We made a thing here. Here you go. We made a thing. We made a thing here. That's it. It's like I'm like not like stressing about any of this. Because like all this other older stuff, and we're just like, oh man, dude, we got buy this, just blah, 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 you know, that kind of thing. I'm just like, oh god, I'm so tired of it. I just want to make cool stuff and get it to people who want it. That's it. Trying to keep it simple. I know we had fun. We like literally these three things were probably the most fun we've had in recent years, just doing stuff. Because we sat down with pen, paper, and we're just like, all right, we're gonna make a comic book, and then we're just like, oh, that was fun. Printable, foldable. Remember, same thing with that. And then we're like, let's see what happens with a board game. Beep, 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 beep. You know, that was fun. I don't know. Just having fun. What? Dude, I gotta tell you, like, making product gets tedious unless you try to have fun with it. And that's like, I never look at stuff as product. When I start looking at stuff as product, then it's kind of annoying. And then I'm like, it's merch, man. It's a brr. I'm just like, I want to make stuff. Yeah. Wish there was a service where you could rent a friend. I want to play a card game. Well, I don't know. When we come out with either of our card games, they're single player. So there you go. Well, they're also multiplayer, but single player first. It's always single player first. Any game we do is always surrounds one person.
No note.
No note. Lone Wolf, thank you for the 87 moons. Thank you. No, dude, seriously. No, because growing up, we didn't know a lot of people. And then when we did know a lot of people, it was kind of like, you know, we played Magic the Gathering a little bit, but then that was like few and far between. So it's like you spend all this time making something, you know, working on a deck and stuff like that. And then people don't want to play. And then when they do play, they start getting annoying. And then everyone falls into the meta of things. And it's just like, it gets tedious. So it's just like, boom, single player. You always have fun with single player. Yeah. Let's see. Are we saving Pumpkin Guy from Pauline's evil dimensional parallel self? No. That one's got horns. One of them's broken, but I think they grow back. Lots of modern board games have a solo mode. Yeah, I feel like everybody who develops games realizes that even though we're all connected, we generally don't talk to each other. We just yell at each other, you know, on the internet. Even in gaming, it's just like, you know, even multiplayer, people are like, bah, 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 bah. You know, it's like everyone's got their own stream for something, so they don't talk with people, they talk at them. I did a lot of talking. That requires coffee. No, the card game isn't going to be this, where you just look at coffee cards, and every card that comes out that's a little spicy, you have to have a sip of coffee. That would be a good card game, though. I feel like people would get a lot of kidney stones, though. Speaking of which, I am blowing through this coffee relatively quickly, but it is only 10:42. Oh my god.
Chipmunks are jerks. They rarely work. They get stuck in your walls, die in the halls, smell worse than rats when they decompose. Most people don't know, but just follow your nose. It's a chipmunk. Get in the walls!
It's true. What? That song is based on facts. Everybody has to have a sip of coffee. Let's see. So many spicy coffee cards. Well, dude, the last batch seemed to be
Going
spicy.
through coffee is okay. Coffee going through you, not so much.
Not so much. I don't know, it's fun. Meh. What? Jungle what? Where do I leave off? Thank you. And thank you, Daffy. Feel like evolved into babies that play next to each other instead of with each other. Yeah. That's kind of just how things go. You know? What? The internet, well, I mean, I feel like the internet is geared people towards them as the individual because everyone thinks they're the center of the world. So playing well with others isn't really imparted to people on the internet, you know? I don't know. The only time people play with each other is when they got to do a collab so they can leech off of each other's community. Dude, let's do a collab so we can leech off of each other. And then if it goes south, we'll complain about each other. Yeah, and then we'll create drama and hate each other, but we'll still be getting all the views. Whatever. What was the other weird thing that was going on? I wrote it down and I forgot. I gotta move my instruction booklet. All right. Oh, that was it. Okay, we've heard this numerous times, and for those who've been in a new cycle of entertainment, you probably realize that we have heard a plethora, an abundant amount of time that Spaceballs 2 was actually going to happen. Well, guess what we heard again this week? Spaceballs 2 is going to happen. Haha. Yeah, but apparently that's going through the rumor mill again. Like, oh, dude, they're making another Spaceballs for some godforsaken reason. I don't know. Just leave it alone. It was fine back then. What? I mean, right? It's so late to be doing something like that. At that point, you just try to do a remake and you throw Ryan Reynolds in there and just try to get whatever quirky actors who think they're funny and just, make a remake. God forbid. Okay. Yeah, no John Candy. I don't know if Rick Moranis isn't going to be in there, but it's like, I don't know. Take it with a grain of salt. But, hey, Lethal Weapon 5 is moving forward with Danny Glover and Mel Gibson. Is this the stage that we're at where they're just taking all these old franchises and then they're doing like old man Logan kind of movies where it's just like they did that with Indiana Jones and people just did not take well to it. They were like, but he's old. I'm like, yeah, but it's freaking Harrison Ford, dude. The movie wasn't that bad. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. Is anyone from the original Spaceballs movies is alive? I don't know. What Joan Rivers did the voice of the robot. They're not alive. Who's the dude that played No, Rick Moranis is alive because he got punched recently. John Candy's not here. Capitalizing on boomer nostalgia. 80s wasn't a boomer generation. That was Generation X. Mel Brooks doesn't need prosthetics to be yogurt now. Yogurt. Didn't they do a silly clip of Spaceballs 2 in History of the World Part 2?
The shop I work in does a lot of work for Caterpillar, and they're closing the facility right next to us.
Oh.
So it'll be a bit before we see what Californian trusts to buy it.
Oh, here we go. Somebody from Cali. We got an ad break coming up already? Oh, God, I've been on for an hour. Weird. All right, well, life happens. I don't know. Good luck. Spaceballs, the quest for more money. That should be what it's called. Like, if they really want to stick true to it, then there you go. Do you think they would try to parody the other Star Wars movies, or like the Phantom Menace, Clone Wars, and all that other stuff, or would they just wing it? I wouldn't even know who's writing it or anything, but no, I don't think they're going to parody the Acolyte. I don't think they're going to bother.
Throw out your hands, stick out your tush, hands on your hips, give him a push, you'll be surprised you're doing the French mistake, voila.
I guess. Thank you. Oh, that was pretty much, that rounded out all that fun stuff, right? What are the other weird games that were coming out? Oh, we got an ad break coming out. Oh, God. No, I kind of wanted to show a thing. Hold on. Quick, before the ad break. I'll probably have to do it after. All right, quick, before the ad break. Boom. Certain types of sea urchins will pick up a shell with their tube feet and wear it, with a behavior known as covering reaction, mainly because they shy away from light. So aquarium enthusiasts 3D printed tiny hats, and they actually wear them. Bro. Tiny hats for sea urchins. It's a thing. Dude, that's hilarious. Dude, that's hilarious. Dude, sea urchins with a cowboy hat. That one's got a top hat. Bro. You can literally, if you made the whole underwater thing like a Western, and you gave everybody a cowboy hat, dude, you'd have your own live Western. Especially if you get into fights in the bars. That'd be hilarious. Come on. All right, well, that's the thing. We got ads coming up, so get your coffee. And I shall go into easy mode. All right. Dude, my wrists have been just cracking all over the place. You can literally hear it. Yeah. Who wants to hear my wrist crack? There you go. There you go. Oh, man. Dun, dun. Yeah, I'm just waiting for the ads. Then there's another cool thing after the ads. But I will have coffee. Should probably get coffee. I feel like I've had a lot of coffee. This one, she looks a little dumbfounded. She's like, duh. I don't have coffee. That one too. Underwater living tumbleweeds with hats. That would be amazing. Anybody doing the Elden Ring DLC? There's the ad break. Wow, that took forever. I hate getting that warning because it just sits there. It's like, yeah, you're going to get ads. Now it's here. Heard Finland is making internet a legal right. Really? Internet is a legal right. Everyone should be allowed to watch questionable content whenever they want. What? Oh, that's kind of weird. Oh, that's weird. Oh, man. No, I didn't even realize that would be a possibility. You know how Microsoft owns a bunch of stuff now, like Activision and Bethesda and all that other stuff? Apparently, they're doing Fallout skins for Call of Duty. Call of Duty's Fallout crossover dresses price. I like the way they call it dresses and not skins. Ghost, Soap, and Gaz and Vault Dweller skins. Why don't you just call them skins? You said you could do it there. Do you not want to reuse the word? Yeah, I didn't factor that into Call of Duty. Right to information is how it's labeled, I believe. Oh, all right. So like libraries. Go, Phoenix.
Greetings PG and
Hey.
Sean. We are here and an hour late because we did not get a
Ow.
notification you were on. Jim Pills freak out, Jim Wrath, Jim PGEL.
I'm sorry. Yeah, we started early for reasons. And I dropped the thing, so now I gotta go get it. Yeah. Oh no, that could stay on the floor. No, there's at a certain point when you have a lot of like physical ailments, when you drop something on the floor and you realize it could stay there for a while, you're like, there's a sense of relief. You're like, oh, good. I don't have to worry about destroying something, trying to pick something up. The cracking wrist reminds me of that Simpsons episode of Bart complaining about his wrist sounding like paper mills because he was writing on chalkboard so much. Yep. Phoenix Row, thank you. Yeah, so this is going to be a little weird now. And I'm not even a Call of Duty person, but I just find it bizarre that they would just toss everybody in a Vault Dweller skin. So I guess these are all the skins. I don't know. Whatever. What are you going to do? Hello, I'm new here. Nice to meet you. What's up?
Oh yeah, speaking of The Simpsons, Marge's voice actor died.
What? How? When did that happen? Is that true? No. But they did other voices to like for the sisters, right? Get out. Let me see. Oh, no. No. It's true. It is true. Boop. Look at that. Continue without ads. Get out of here. Look, Nancy McKenzie dies, voice of Marge Simpson in Latin America. In Latin America. So not the American voice actor. Wow, what a way to throw that out. That is that for dubbing Marge Simpson in Latin American audiences, which is still tragic, but it's not the one that I know. Wow, way to throw that out there, internet. Hey, the voice actor who does Marge Simpson died in Latin America.
Good morning everyone. Hope you're all well. Remember the job I was hired onto a little over a month ago?
Yeah.
I quit due to the numerous red flags and policies that you don't see at other jobs. I did get a job offer.
Vote of the days, so I'm waiting to hear the start date. Nice. Onward and upward. So at least that worked, right? Sometimes it happens for the best. And Taker, hi, how are you? Internet, no, whenever, beat the allegations. Dude, this is just one of those, such a misleading thing, voice of Marge Simpson, you know, because like when I did an initial Google search, it was just like, oh, you know, voice actor Marge Simpson dead. And I'm like, oh man, that sucks. And I'm like, 81? Were they 81? I'm like, I don't feel that's right. And then I like clicked on it and it's like, oh, for the Latin America dub. And I'm like, yeah, it sucks because they probably did this voice for, God, decades for everybody over there or whatever. So it is kind of a loss for people who watch the dubs. But bro, you cannot be doing that, internet. Don't say that happens. God, this is why I hate the internet, man. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I feel like it got clarified in some cases. But look, Marge Simpson, voice actor, Nancy McKenzie dies age 81. This one's like, at least says Latin America over there. So, yes, Julie Kavner. They are not, okay, they were born in 50? How old are they now? That's 70. 74? Yeah, ish. Am I right? Is that math? Did I math that right? So they'd be 74. Because I was like, that name doesn't sound familiar. Okay. So they were alive. Hey, they were alive. Okay. Yeah, there's 73. Okay. Well, no, that would be 74 now. Yeah, all right. So they alive. Julie Kavner's still alive. Thank you. While you're alive, thank you for doing the voice of Marge Simpson. I hate the internet. Don't. In Germany, she's currently voiced by Engel. I don't know who that is. But it's weird. It's like dub actors for different countries. It's like you don't know them unless they're doing it in your area, you know? It's kind of like at that point, it's like one of the few things where you're like, oh yeah, you know, the blah, 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 the original voice actor for the anime, you wouldn't know, but you know the person who does the dubs. Oh, German comedian. Oh, all right.
They wanted us to count us going to the bathroom or whatnot off your 2 15-minute breaks to stop you from not taking calls. You could get written up if you wanted to use PTO. We were not allowed to hang up on abusive customers.
And I had to wait permission to transfer them. Plus, my credential was broke during training and had not been fixed by the time training ended. I was not willing to deal with the mental abuse. Oh no, good for you. I was anytime I've ever actually worked in a place when it was like mentally abusive, I just threw it back at them with tiny little things here and there and just finding all the little loopholes. Yeah, but technically, you know, that kind of thing. And it'd be like, Meow. And then I'd have to write up new rules because I kept breaking them. And then I would just walk out. You really think somebody would do that? Just go on the internet and tell lies? Well, I expect a little bit more from like actual news outlets rather than saying, you know, voice actor of, you know, Marge Simpson dies. Latin American dubs. You know, that kind of thing. It's like they do it so you can click on it and then it's just like, then they give you the rest of the info. Then you're like, wait, what? Why didn't you? Yeah. Plus 10 people quit within the last couple of weeks before I left. Oh, yeah, that'll do it. That would do it. That's a sure sign. Yeah. What? Dude, that's a red flag. If 10 other people quit, it's like, yeah. There's got to be something wrong there. I could see one person quitting, but when you get to like 10, 11, 12, half the staff, it's either everybody's being laid off or the place is a very terrible place to work in. So, I don't know. Hopefully the new thing will work out and you'll be good to go. But if not, boom. It's always something else. I'm done with easy mode. What's up? Good morning. What's up, Ms. L? How's it going? Sounds like the cable company. Oh, God. They want to, yeah, bathroom breaks shouldn't be counted as like time off, you know? I'd be like, you know what? Here's the thing. I'm not going to take bathroom breaks. I'm just going to pee under the desk. Okay? That's what I would do. I'm like, well, you know, hey, I got to make a living too, all right? What? Just somebody get me a bucket. Yeah, like the tech support guy, the poopy chair. I'll just wheel in my own toilet and sit here all day. It may not be pleasant for the people in the cubicle next to me, but, you know, hey, can't be missing a half-hour work. I was just going to say the bucket thing, right? Yeah. Oh, utility company? Yeah, it'll do that. Utility companies, no company treats their employees well. We always say this, but it's very rare do you hear, wow, that's the best place I've ever worked at. It never happens. As I want to try to bring up concerns at the job, they were just told, we will be fine. What do you mean it'll be fine? Like, oh, hey, can we do something about this exposed wiring? It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Like that kind of thing. Dun, 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 dun. Willie Mays passed away. Yeah, I was gonna say Billy Mays. Willie Mays, baseball player. Dude, they're like iconic, man. I don't even like sports ball and I know them. You know, 93. Hey, 93s, that's up there, you know? It's a good time to go. Billy Mays. Whatever. Still stuck with the voice actor passed away. Yeah, it does. I'm very ashamed at the news outlets for doing the bait and switch. Guess who died? Oh no, I see a picture of Marge Simpson, not the voice actor. Well, yeah, but not the one you're thinking of. Probably the one you never heard.
Why do you think I'm still here? You've heard the people of low intellect I've dealt with. No other place cooks us steaks for free.
This is true. Maybe Outback would. That's the only place I could think of. You think Outback gives little steaks to their employees? I feel like they should.
I'm making about 50% less with my current company than my former, but turnover rate is low. I work from home except twice a month. I'm not micromanaged. People are happy, and little to no stress.
See, that's the way it should be. Yeah.
The job was work for home. And you could get written up or fired if you had background noise that came through the call and you were questioned on it later.
Do you know how many people I have had to deal with on the phone that had background noise? Dude, especially during the pandemic. Bro, there was like dogs and screaming children. And I'm trying to get internet tech help. And they're just like, yo, oh, I'm sorry about the background sound. Because I'm like, yeah, no, I understand, blah, blah, blah. You know? And I'm like, I'm being put on hold so the mom could take care of the kid who stubbed their toe against the fridge. And I'm just like, oh my God. A good mic with a good filter is important. Yeah. There was no way filtering out that kid. That kid was screaming bloody murder. And it's like, he just ended up stubbing his toe on the fridge or something like that. Yeah, you know how kids overreact. And then there was the barking dog who was then alarmed at the kid screaming. So it was just like, ruff, 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 you know? But it's like after the issue was taken care of, the dog was like, there's something wrong. Ruff, 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 you know? Trying to alert you. Like, yeah, we took care of it. It's all right, Fluffy. Ruff, 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 ruff. Oh, God. Your kid does that a lot. Yeah, they'll do a minor scrape or bruise, and it'll be like, it's like the end of the world. Ah! Not even stepped on a Lego? What a drama queen. Yeah, it is what it is. Well, maybe it was their first time stubbing their toe and they don't realize how painful it is. Or the dog happens to be hungry. Well, thankfully, I never called somebody and they're like, oh, can you hold on a second? I got to go walk the dog. You know, dude, that would be messed up. I'm sure it's happened to somebody where the dog was barking. Oh, yeah, can you hold on 1 second? And they put him on hold, come back 20 minutes later. Yeah, no, sorry, I just had to walk the dog. Like, what? What do you mean? Companies make you pay for the bitter mics or stuff to block out the sounds. Yeah, no, that's ridiculous. That should all be company supplied. If you want to give top quality customer service, you have to give the equipment to be able to do that. I'm not shelling out of pocket for anything, especially for a company. You got to buy your own uniform. No, because I don't want to wear it. Well, you have to. Then you're going to supply it, right? Yeah, but you got to pay for it. No. But I don't think this is going to work out. That's exactly what I was thinking. Dude, no, absolutely not. Dude, I was that type of person when they're like, they'd give you a little shirt or whatever that you would have to wear. They'd be like, dude, where's your shirt? Put your shirt on. I'd be wearing something else. I would literally drape the shirt over my shoulder. I'm like, it's on. And I would go about my day. They had no recourse. They're like, no, you got to put it on. I'm like, it is literally on my body right now. Do you want to make it a legal issue? I mean, what? What about your name tag? Oh, that's on the shirt, which is on my body, technically. Yeah, no, I would get a little obnoxious depending. It was all feedback. Like whatever they gave me, I threw back at them tenfold. If they were really cool with me, I'd be really cool with them. But if they were obnoxious, I'm like, all right, let's go. I had to get steel toe boots, and those cost like $200 depending on the brand. No, they got to be supplied. My dog is excellent at work and home coworker. What? Just sleeps when I'm at work. Just sometimes sleep on my bed. Oh, there you go. Nice chill dog that hangs out. Right. And then you could do the eye rolls when you get a difficult customer. I'd be like, dude, Fluffy, you wouldn't believe this guy. Yeah, no, they're complaining. Like, yeah, they're supposed to get like 500 down in their internet speeds, and they're getting like 420. And I tried to make a joke about it, and they didn't even laugh. They're like, dude, I'm missing 80 megabits. I'm like, nobody downloads it. It doesn't even matter, right? And dog just looks at you, and they're like, woof. I'm like, right, dude. Just so you need coworkers like that. Just a dog is like, yeah, you're right. Merely because you give him treats. Yeah. Wrap the shirt on your head and we sort of do rag. Yeah, they can't fire for that now, right? That meme where the owner is trying to instruct his golden retrievers to shut up when he's on the phone. Oh, God. Or the company insists the brand is steel-toed boost and then the crap wears out too quickly. And you're, oh, hell no. You have to get this brand. No, I know a better brand that isn't going to have my toes sticking out of it in a week, right? That's ridiculous. How do companies do that? You know? It's just so weird to me. I like to harshly judge people on how they initially judge me. Go.
That's why I like my job. Our uniform is non-slip shoes, black pants, and a polo shirt that they provide. I asked for 2 more, and they just gave them to me.
Nice.
No questions asked. They also provide
The chef with chef coats, and they wash them for them. Nice.
When I was a teenager, I quit McDonald's. They refused to give me my final paycheck if I didn't wash the shirt they gave me. My mom stormed in, ripped the manager apart in front of lots of customers. End result.
Manager was crying, I got my paycheck. That is weird. That is weird. You know what? I'll be like, oh, you want me to wash this shirt? Sure. I would throw it in a fryer. I am literally sanitizing this. Nothing, no germ can live in this now. Here you go. Here's a deep fried shirt back. Give me my paycheck. Or do you want scalding hot fries in your face? Dude, that's ridiculous. There's always that thing. There was one job with us where they're like, you know, you had to return the uniform or you didn't get your final paycheck. And I got my paycheck, right? And then I clocked in that day, right? Had my uniform. And I'm like, I knew I was quitting anyway, but I got my final paycheck or whatever in my head. And I clocked in for about 15 minutes. And I'm like, all right, well, back then it was like, I got like $2. And I'm like, what a shirt's worth more than $2. So I'm out later. And I just left. They didn't give me my final paycheck, but you know what? I walked out with a wardrobe and they're like, I got calls like for a week later. Are you coming in? Coming in? Yeah. We haven't seen you in a couple weeks. Yeah.
My shop will pay for boots but take a certain amount back every week. I've had these $200 boots for a few years now. Somebody got hurt last week. His steel toe was shoved out of the boot from the plate dropping on him.
Doh. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like working anywhere that has heavy things that could possibly fall on me. You know, we work at simple places like record stores, movie theaters. You know, the worst thing that can happen to me is like a large soda falls on me, you know? That kind of thing. Maybe a box of CDs, you know, that kind of weird stuff. Yeah. Supermarkets, you know. What? Dude, I worked in the deli section of a supermarket for 4 hours. Okay, get out of here. I'm normally having accommodation for gloves because my hands are 2 different sizes. And I recently was denied said accommodations. Really? Said I had used the gloves they provide. My glove cost at a warehouse supplier $5.50 per pair. I have to buy 2 pairs at a time at least. I usually buy 4. I pay as much for the gloves as I do shipping, and the ones that company provides me cost 80 cents a pair. And are impossible to feel through for the motor movement. I told them they could get bent. Dude. Yeah, motor movement's a little important, especially with your hands. What the hell, dude? Oh, man. What is it with all these little companies just trying to mess things up for everybody? Literal popcorn lung. No, I didn't, no. Popcorn lung is like, you got to be huffing that thing, you know? Generally, you're all right. No, popcorn lung is a thing, but that's like if you're doing it like every day. Dude, I hung out by the hot dogs. Besides, it was very well ventilated. Did you see the thing about the anti-oil protesters that tried to paint Stonehenge with powder paint? Yeah, I saw that. You know what's cool about that? Watch. One, there's actually, aside from it being a historic monument that is protected because, history, there's a very rare lichen that lives on that. So that's, like an endangered species kind of thing, right? So they're going to double down on all the charges, and hopefully they can go to prison for years and years and years. Yeah, it's just so stupid. Like, okay, here's the thing. Nobody likes oil. Nobody likes oil. It's so bad for the environment. Everything like that. Okay, fine, sure. If you're on board for that, then great. However, if oil stopped immediately, you don't realize how screwed people will be. Oil is literally all over the place in manufacturing, probably to clothes those people wore or the paint that they used. Or how did they get there? Did they get there in an electric vehicle? I mean, dude, God, the protesty people, and I get it, you want to make the environment better, but you got to look at yourself, and see what you're doing. Well, I'm bringing, whatever, eyes to the cause. It's like, whatever, dude. It's like everybody, we're moving towards it, give it time. The environment needs help now. No, you need help now, okay? Give it a second, because going into a museum and throwing paint on something isn't going to help anybody. It basically just makes everybody have to clean up a mess because you're an idiot. Manufacturing oil is reusable, though. Yeah, I'm not going to get into the, manufacturing aspect of everything, because 1, I don't care. 2, I don't care. 3, I really don't care. Like, I'm at a stage of my life, the planet can just burst into flames, and I'll be like, this is fine. Like, literally, I'll be the dog in a meme. I'm just like, whatever, dude. You're part of the problem. Sure. Again. No, it gets tedious because I can't live my life. And here's the thing, I recycle more than you would actually imagine. I go there, I'm like, is this recyclable? They're like, yes. What about this? Yeah. I sort my stuff. I do everything. Don't have kids. I'm as environmentally conscious as I can possibly be. I don't know what else to do. Say you hate oil. Fine, I hate oil. That's why I wash my face a lot. I get greasy. What? Just meet the ones who complain about gas. Yeah, I mean, it's just like, I don't know, man. It's just like, we all know the environment needs to get better, but I don't need to destroy a painting or a monument to let people know that. It's like, especially Stonehenge. There's nothing more natural carbon neutral than Stonehenge. I would even say, fine, hypothetically, a painting, and it's in a building that has to use energy and all this other stuff. Is it renewable? Stonehenge? Stonehenge. What do you... you're not making any sense. I can see if Stonehenge was secretly mining for oil, like, what? The guys are wanting to make a statement that would actually matter, but these aren't the right ones. No, I mean, dude. I mean, okay, who here doesn't know that the environment is important and we should be doing better? Right? Show of hands kind of thing. I mean, I think everybody knows that. But we got to get the lawmakers to realize that. I feel like we're moving forward. Dude, considering what the world was like 20, 30 years ago, we have made leaps and bounds. All right. A pumpkin hand puppet. Now I've seen everything. Have you? Maybe you haven't. For this is my other form. Bum, bum, bum. Also, we have a toast that reads alerts. Also, our hype train is this lady that brings us food. Also, we have candy. They all have faces. I've been planting more trees and got my neighbors to plant more trees too. Hey, there you go. We need to make as much short-term profit gains as much as possible. Who cares about the long-term issues that may happen, right? Dude, that's just people. Well, there's a big there's a big difference between regular people and then business people. Business people just want the money then and now. But generally, I think your average person is exceedingly more environmentally conscious than they were 20, 30 years ago. So, and even older people like the boomers, they're more environmentally conscious as it is, you know? So it's like, you know, I think collectively we're all getting better. It's just, you know, defacing a national monument doesn't bring anybody's attention to it. If anything, it just makes you look like you're a bunch of psychopaths that just need to be, well, if they're doing this, then they can't be thinking rationally. So maybe I should be questioning their take on oil. That's the way I look at it. Like if you're a logical thinking person and somebody does something as illogical as that, then you're like, well, what else do they believe? Well, they think oil is the tool of the devil. Yeah, but they literally attacked the giant rock with paint. I mean, can I trust this person? You know? And it literally diminishes like all the work people in the environmental community are doing because it makes God. And you know, your average person looks at somebody like that and it's like, oh, well, you're a crazy environmentalist. You know, like the people that staple themselves to trees, you're like, oh, it's one of those, you know? But then there are a lot of people who want more trees planted, that's all, you know? But they're not stapling themselves to it. But then it makes every environmentalist look like some tree-hugging hippie, and that's not usually the case. So, you know, it's the extreme ones you got to look out for. So, I don't know, recycle, do what you can, try not to make a mess. Kind of misses the target. Exactly. Dude, it totally misses the target. And it's weird. It was a crowd of people there, and this was like one old guy just trying to hold back the people that were like throwing stuff on Stonehenge, and I'm just like, nobody else can jump in on this? God, I'm glad we're not on a plane, right? Jeez. Biking and other forms of human power transport should be part of the environment conversation. Yeah, dude, there should be more bike lanes everywhere on the planet, yeah? But then you'd have to manufacture more bikes. You know, it said how we had solutions before, but now they aren't cost effective like glass bottles. Yeah, well, you know, plastics. I would say use reusable stuff, but people I've discovered are not the most hygienic. So it's not like you can keep going back to the store and, you know, have a bottle of water and be like, refill my bottle of water for $1. It's gonna be like that. What? The day the Earth stood still. Once we reach the tipping point, then those of power will finally be conscious and find some way to profit again. Yeah. They'll sell us air in a bottle like Spaceballs. Like, just stop oil. Like, what is their point? Because unless I'm forgetting, a majority of the population has vehicles that use gasoline, so it kind of defeats the purpose. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a long phase out because we've literally built our civilization on the use of that as an energy source. So now it's like we got to filter out everything that's in use, you know, convert everything that's been in use to something better, assuming that is the case. Because what about, okay, like electric vehicle batteries? How are they for the environment how do they recycle those? Where do they go? What kind of weird toxins are in a recyclable battery? Like, I don't even know because I'm not science guy, you know? Not oil is bad either, just petroleum. Yeah, I'm riding an electric motorcycle in non-frozen months. There you go. Can vouch for the hygienic phase. I have never seen so many people piss all over the toilet at work and don't even know how to properly use a soap dispenser only to break it. Right? At least they tried to use the soap dispenser, though. How do I do this? Oh, it's broken. Forget it. I guess I'll just wipe my hands on the doorknob. Also, when those increase the electricity bill, those electric vehicles, yeah, but I don't know how cost effective they are. Plus, how are we getting all that electricity? Yeah, so I don't know about the recyclable battery kind of thing for the technologies in there. I don't know. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's bad. Nobody knows. I'm sure science knows. We'll see. Coffee. Actually, I can have water. I'll have water. We don't have water cards, though. I kind of don't want to add water into the mix because then I feel like we're just going to get poolside bikini Pauline drinking water. I guess that was good timing. God. I don't need to see that. I don't need to see that. What is... Drink faster. Get these off the screen. Okay, reasonable. Weird art style, but at least it's proportionately accurate. Oh, God. Anyway. The waste compared to gas is way less in comparison. Huh. Because, what? Humor me a moment. If everyone uses electric vehicles, then wouldn't we have a lot of worldwide blackouts? I would say based on our local thing, too many people turn on the air conditioning, the grid goes down. So then you have to, look at basically making the infrastructure of an entire country better. Who wants to pay for that? Well, we got to raise the taxes. Oh, hell no. And that's when regular people start saying, what's wrong with gas? That kind of... Well, like flat out, you don't think so? Everybody's all about the environment until it hits their wallet. And then they're like, yeah, whatever, no. Just really the difference would be minimal. Got to beef up the grid to avoid taxes. Okay, you can walk everywhere. Hey, dude, in the city you can. New York City. Dude, you just walk around, but, all that other stuff, fun stuff. Oh, man, I need to go to a doctor. They're right over there. Oh, I need to go to the hospital. It's right over there. I need a cab. No, I don't. I can just walk. It's right over there. Carbon batteries made from electric CO2 could be the way of the future. Can't we just make solar everything? Can't we just have things run on solar power and magnets? What the hell? Like, what year are we living in? No, I feel like at this point, everything should be magnetic force or just solar panels or something. Huh? Depends on power grid. How old is it? How efficient is it? Is there another source we can generate electricity? I wouldn't mind having a personal home generator, but I doubt my local power provider would like the thought of losing money. Yeah, basically, even here's the weird thing. Even if you have a backup battery thing, because we knew this person that was like, oh, I'm trying to live off the grid kind of thing. And they were trying to have a self-sustained energy source and whatnot. Even if they made their house have a backup generator that would kick on, there are, like, depending on the area, they would still have to shut off power to that, even though technically you would have electricity. It's like a weird thing if you want to get your house or whatever off the grid, like if you're a homeowner. It's strange. There's like weird little loopholes. You literally have to pay a small fortune to get disconnected from the grid, right? It's kind of weird, at least depending on the state, I think. But where were they? Were they like I forget where they lived at the time.
Enjoying this heat, my friend.
Nope. I got 3 fans on me at all times. Coming into an interesting topic. If we went all electric to change the machinery, it would actually change how we would create those machines to overcome the force needed to make them work. Can't we just make all the roads magnetic and just have hover cars that basically run on fans in perpetual motion via, I don't know, solar panels? You know how much money that would cost? I don't care. What about the environment? Your taxes will go up. Never mind. Anytime it comes down to money, people always second guess. Whether it's the environment for the children, that kind of thing.
I honestly do wish I was back down south, but then again, the heat is worse down there.
That's true. It is true. Dude, like even when towns, they have a budget and they're like, vote for a brighter, thing for children or something like that. People are like, no, my taxes are going up. Yeah. Money is also how they won't all go to electric at once. Yeah. Love the magnetic road idea. Let me would have the option to kick the street like the Flintstones. There you go with magnetic shoes. Come on, that'd be beautiful. It's very heat outside. Well, they're small, tiny fans. They're literally tiny, tiny fans on like power. See if I can find one. Where's my tiny little fan? There you go. It's a tiny little fan. It's basically a computer fan on a USB stick that I put in a power bank. Yes, I'm responsible enough to have open-bladed fans turning around in my little office and not slice open my fingers. They're like, what? You don't got a safety grate over that? No, why would I? It's dangerous if you're an idiot. Let's see. What, tiny fan powered by a USB port of cell phone. Yeah, there you go. It's the 21st century, and I still wonder where the ray guns and teleporters are. Yeah, that's what we need. We need ray guns and teleporters. Yeah, because we don't have enough problems with violence in this world. You imagine somebody just teleporting around with a laser gun? Where did a suspect go? I don't know. He teleported. Oh. Dude, that would be insane. It's like giving everybody jetpacks. It would just be, you know, in-air collisions and bodies falling from the sky constantly. Dude, you imagine road rage, but up in the sky? You know? Hey, get out of my way, man. You didn't cut me off. Shut up. We're all falling. Splat.
Keep Dawn away from those fans, with how accident-prone she can be.
I know. We're not allowed in the office. Ray guns exist, but we don't have the power supply small enough. Come on, science, get good. Bad driving plus gravity. Yeah, all right. People can't handle gravity to begin with, let alone driving in the air. This is why we shouldn't have flying cars. That would be a mess. We would all be endangered. Everybody's insurance would go up astronomically, you know. Dude, you worry about a meteor hitting your home or something like that? Imagine cars just constantly falling from the sky because somebody had to take a shortcut. Yeah. Batteries are the biggest wall we have to have half the tech we could make. Yeah. Dude, once we overcome that, what do they call it? Oh God, what's the technology that they kind of... There was a bit of a breakthrough with technology as far as batteries go. I forget what the hell it was called. It's supposed to be like ridiculously good batteries now that actually keep cool. So they don't overheat your phone. And I got to tell you, who thought it was good to have a titanium case for a phone? Like, Apple, bro, what is wrong with you? Do you know how heat dissipates? Not through metal. I don't trust humans with their third dimensions. Yeah. Apple also made glass phones, so, right? Yeah, we're going to have glass phones, super heat sealed. Well, what if somebody drops it? Well, nobody drops their phone. Yeah, people do. Oh, God. Yeah, whatever their next phone, better not be glass or made out of titanium unbreathable metal. I remember a couple of years back hearing about breakthrough silicone-based batteries. Well, that's pretty cool. There have been a few breakthroughs in battery tech, but to my knowledge, none of them are viable. Well, yeah, that's the problem. You end up getting you have to pay like $500 for a AAA battery that lasts a year, you know? Most phones use aluminum now. Why? I have an old phone, so, you know. We all drop our phones all the time. I have dropped my phone twice since I've had it. And that's 4 or 5-year-old phone. We're usually really careful because it's like when we get a phone, we get it new, and then we're just like, oh my God, it's so expensive, you know. And then we put it in a case and everything, and you know, of course, we have cases for it, so we get that super high end case where, you know, of course, it keeps more heat in there, but you know, at least it'll survive a fall. As big as our phones are, they're really easy to drop. Well, I mean, yeah, the bigger it is, the harder it is to hold. You know? Come on. Phones drop more now because the design of the shape, literally to make the phone look nice, it has less traction. I hate that. I need grips on everything. Every time I get a case, it's got to have a grip to it. I need a grippy case. If the grippy case isn't a grippy case, then I don't want it. I don't want one of those smooth cases that'll kind of take the brunt of the impact. You know, I don't want to put glass over my phone and have it be all slippery and weird. You know, I need a grip. I need a tactile, grippy grip. Mine has slipped to the floor, but not from very high up. There you go. Bump, bump, bump. I don't remember a lot of people dropping their flip phones, though. Back in the day. They just, and then that was like you constantly had to flip it open all the time. Charge my phone once in a while. My last one, because of always having it on the charger, the battery was about the shape of my pinky. What? Tell me you have no problem tossing my phone around. Not once have I had to break, expect for a USB port being worn over time. Well, I used a wireless charging, which is pretty good. I do love wireless charging. Oh, it's so much fun. Yeah. Did you know a slice of pie is $2.50 in Jamaica and $3 in the Bahamas? For these are the pie rates of the Caribbean. How's that going to help me? Am I going to choose my destination based on a 50 cents difference in a slice of pie? Hey, where do you want to go for vacation? You want to go to the Bahamas or Jamaica? How much is a slice of pie there? Where? Jamaica or Bahamas? Jamaica. $2.50. And what about the Bahamas? $3. I guess we're going to Jamaica. Family, we're going to Jamaica. Why are we going to Jamaica? I thought we were going to the Bahamas. I wanted to get pie. I needed pie. Bahamas has pie. Yeah, but it's $3 a slice. There's 4 of us. We're a family of 4. Dude, that's an extra $2. No. Going to Jamaica. And not the good area. What? New dual recliner couch has 2 wireless chargers. It's weird. I find it weird when tech is built into otherwise not techie devices, like a couch. You know? Like when a couch has a USB port in it, I'm like, all right, you're basically making this antiquated at a certain point of its existence, right? Because, when furniture was made well and wasn't disposable because you sat on it, when your grandparents had furniture, some of that is still in the family somewhere. And these little like 50, 60, 70-year-old chairs and stuff like that. It didn't end up being like, it didn't fall apart, and it wasn't like, well, I can't use this USB port anymore because I don't have any devices for it. So it's kind of weird. I find like tables and stuff like that. I don't know. It's weird. Sometimes it works and it's just convenient, but I don't know. Just outlets. I can deal with outlets on a table. Like a surge protector built into a thing. Maybe that works. I don't know. I love those tech couches. I want one of those with the lighting. I do like the lighting, but what happens when a light bulb goes out? What if the LEDs break, bro? What are you going to do? Do you got to get a whole new couch? Do you got to get a repair person? Do I really need to be calling tech support for a couch? You know? Because if somebody tells me, have I tried turning it on and off again to my couch, I'm going to be a little upset. Replacing RGBs isn't hard. Yeah, I know, but think of old people. I don't know. My couch lit up. Now it doesn't. I had these cool running lights on the floor so I could see where I dropped my popcorn. Now it's not there. What do I do? Have you tried turning it on and off again? What? It's always been on. Oh, God. I miss my old family furniture. I'd be able to sleep on them with no problem, armrest and all. That was weird, right? And I don't know if weird old furniture was more comfortable because you were physically more resistant to aches and pains, or if it was just quality furniture that was actually comfortable. Yeah. Like, I don't know now. I got all sorts of weird pinched nerves and stuff like that. So if I slept on a really old thing, would I be like, oh, my back? How could you even... Because your mom has got like weird chairs that are one step away from being a torture device. Those things are harder than concrete. And I even think that was possible from wood. You know? How's he, what? In his greatest pumpkin today. I'm doing pretty good. I'm absorbing the art. Look at it. No orange paint on it or nothing. More padding, less shape, I guess. Couches break a lot more now. I've broken the last 3 couches I've had just using it normally, right? That's what I'm saying, man. They're all made like garbage. You know? And if you go to try to get quality pieces of furniture, they're stupid expensive. You know? Dude, I gotta get a new bed eventually. You know, I'm gonna be saving up for the next 3 years to get that thing. You know how much a bed cost? I'm like, this thing should be dirt cheap. I'm unconscious most of the time. I'm not even enjoying it. I just sleep on the floor, chat. You think I'm joking? I will literally sleep on. I have been the most comfortable sleeping on the floor. I don't know if it's that artistic kind of thing, but you know, dude, there was a time there was a time I had no bed. I slept on the floor and I was comfortable. You know, I just rolled up an old pair of jeans as a pillow. People live like that. Go. Remember grandparents' waterbed. Oh my God. Yeah, I would never get a waterbed. I got this thing about water. It's crazy. They don't use good wood. Wood prices are insane. I know wood prices are insane. We got a whole forest. Well, how come everything's so expensive? You know? So this is what happens. You save the environment, you know, the cost of wood goes up. My parents' antique shop for furniture. Nice. Help the back a bit, sleeping on the floor. Oh, definitely. It aligns everything like almost instantly. Dude, anytime I get like nerves get pinched on an ungodly level of discomfort, I'm like, laying on the floor. Blah. I hang out there for about a half hour. I get up. I'm like, everything has feeling again. It's pretty cool. Definitely old furniture, whatever spell they use during the build and keeps. My sister still has furniture for my brother-in-law's family. And every time I visit and sit down, knockout. Nice. That's what I'm trying. I feel like God. There's been a generation of people who grew up with like office store furniture and like IKEA stuff. And IKEA is 50-50, you know, not for nothing. You know, like the compressed wood things that you get at like Staples or Office Depot or something like that. You know, and weird little bed frames you'd order off Amazon because they were like $100. You know, yeah. So it's kind of weird. It's like I feel like everyone's consumption of very disposable materials has just made people buy more garbage. Yeah. So, like, you know, back in the day, your grandparents or whatever, they had a couch. Basically, they had it till they died, and it was comfortable. You get a couch now, you're lucky if you get 5 years out of it, you know? So, in the course of your lifetime, when your grandparents had a couch for, like, 40 years, in that 40 years, if, you know, hypothetically 5, you're buying 8 couches in that time at the price of that one really good couch that your grandparents had, you know? So, basically, you're paying, you know, 8 times as much for garbage. You know, well, I mean, dude, everyone does that now because they've gotten so used to just having disposable stuff, you know? Like people go through phones like they're sandwiches. They're like, oh yeah, I need another one. This one's slightly slower and that one's got a better camera. Oh, God. I'm dreading buying a new bed and couch when I move. Yep. I'm definitely on an Amazon frame and mattress right now. Yeah, dude, there's what, did you get one of those, what do you call it, air compressed ones that you roll out and they just poof up? Nah, man, we had one of those. Dude, they actually work kind of well, bro. Yeah. And what, they're weird frames when they were like, it's like a $120 frame that you just put together and you drop in the little black bars into the frame and it's like, yep, it works. Yep, poofed out. I actually like it. Yeah, dude. No, we literally got the same thing, you know? Dude, it was like, everything cost like $300 for a bed. And I'm like, that I can afford. Sounds like a father. The second he saw my newer, shinier phone with a bigger screen, he upgraded. Dude, some people do that. They're like, dude, it's got a bigger screen. Yeah, but by like 2 inches, I need it. Yeah, not even inches, like centimeters. Got to run my antique frame and matches. What years ago? Still coffee. All right, here you go. ADJ, thanks for being here. Go, go, go. I know, we got to find some decent quality furniture at some point because the couch is kind of sinking in there. Yeah.
The problems with our climate have created issues in getting wood. Can't say global warming or climate change now without triggering people.
No, climate changes. Every week it does. Every day. Every minute even. Hey, I will not deny climate change because it fluctuates greatly throughout the week. So clearly, climate change is a thing. That's not what that means. Well, hold on, define it. Okay. Anyway. No, but dude, I feel like a lot of people plant more trees now than they ever did. Like people literally, there was that one guy who literally planted a forest worth of trees over the course of his life. It's insane. Got a cool Jill memory foam mattress, really nice to sleep on. Nice. Global warming. Of course it's gonna warm up. It's summer. Huh. My current bedroom TV is a 10-year-old Scepter brand that still works with a Fire TV stick and Steam Link. Nice. Yeah, I feel like older televisions were made better too. You know, right now, of course, all the TVs are smart TVs. So, you know, once they stop supporting it, it's like, oh, this device isn't no longer supported. So you can't get Netflix, you can't get Hulu, you can't get any of these other little smart things that you got to get. Then you got to find a little smart device. You got to put in the HDMI thing, but your TV doesn't get an update anymore. You know, it gets weird. It's like forced antiquated stuff, you know? Forced obsolescence. Have a good one, PJ. There you go. Jen Heffer Prime, thanks for being here. Go do a thing. Try to have fun. Dun, dun. We plant more trees, but they take years to get to the point of being viable. Well, can we just get forward moving on that with the genetic science splicing? You know, if we can make bananas, I want oak trees growing in a week. Fully grown in a week. Let's get science going. All right, here's a good plot for a movie. Science, in their effort to make the world a greener place, genetically engineers trees to grow at an alarming rate. You know, but then that kind of gets worked into thing, and then there's just overgrowth everywhere. There are trees shooting out of the Empire State Building. Nobody knows what to do anymore because we don't have enough landscapers to, you know, tame these hedges because they grow back in 7 minutes. You know, it'd be crazy. It'd be hilarious. Roku acts confused about some channels too sometimes. Yeah, Roku is good because it's a little quirky and it's got some weird stuff on it, but it's like this in-between device from like having a smart TV and then just using your computer or, you know, console. Carnivorous trees. There you go. I don't know. Dog goes to pee on it and dog gets eaten. Ah, no, Fluffy. Just like waterworks, but with trees. Genius. There you go. Come on. Where's that Asylum Pictures? They can work on that. What? You call it Treepocalypse? I don't know. Waterworld. Oh. Have you looked at furniture made from rattan or bamboo? Bamboo's really pretty good. See, bamboo is something that grows really quick, super durable. Yeah, but apparently everybody, you know, is like, bamboo is the greatest thing ever, so we're going to charge a small fortune for it. Like, it's bamboo. This thing can grow in a week, you know? They're like, no, it's super expensive. It's bamboo. What? Bamboo. Unfortunately, it's become trendy, so they just jacked up the price on everything. For that, you get wood. It's ridiculous. I do like bamboo. A couple of bamboo things I've had. I got a bamboo bowl. I like that bamboo bowl. Some utensils. Bamboo's really versatile and stuff. Bamboo will take over your yard. Yep. As long as it gets the company exotic tax, they add as well. Yeah, it's exotic. Heard bamboo fiber pillows are nice. I don't want green bamboo. I want purple or blue. Yeah, dude, I feel like that would be a good thing. You could build houses out of bamboo and stuff like that. That stuff is durable. Ninjas use that, bro, for like little fighting sticks. That's how good it is. Yeah? Dude, if you can't trust a ninja, who can you trust? The bamboo cutting boards. Yeah, one of those. Bamboo cutting boards. Adam, hi. What's up? Yeah, maybe I should look into that. Bamboo. Make everything bamboo. I want my car made out of bamboo. I want my bicycle made out of bamboo with bamboo wheels. I know, right? Ninjas breathe underwater with that, bro. Why did the joke go to school? To become punctual? You have to put a lot of varnish to protect it. Yeah, you do got to varnish the hell out of it. No, bamboo's got to be treated or it gets stupid. The exotic tax shouldn't apply to homegrown bamboo. Can we just get rid of taxes altogether? Come on. What are they doing for us? What'd I miss? Wait. What do you mean, what did you miss? The stream. We've been on for 2 hours, bro. Always find it silly to me to report that we find the pain of the art museum and claiming that trees are wasted for art, and yet they throw a food that isn't wasted. Yeah, that's kind of weird, right? It's I don't know. People have a different. There are caveats to people wasting things. People will waste stuff if it's for the greater good, allegedly. Whatever. Was that an actual pumpkin? What? Me? I'm a pumpkin. Why is this surprising? I'm a pumpkin. What's up? I didn't mean like a real tax, but an extra fee. Oh, yeah, there's always an extra fee. There's always an extra fee. If it's not hidden in a tax, then it's hidden in a delivery.
What is the scariest tree? Bamboo.
The scaredest tree would be petrified. Ah, God. That's awful. It's all awful. What, tree jokes? Come on, dude. They got no bark. Ah, okay. Going to easy mode. I deserve it. It was the first thing I'd seen before the ad. What? All right. Just terrible. It is just terrible. All right. Cracking the wrist again. Hey. Thanks for following. Let's get some water. Good luck with these cards. Oh, that one's all right. Hey, that looks festive. It's like somebody did a Disney theme park of pumpkin terror. I don't like this water. It's very mediocre. You don't think people can mess up water, but apparently they do. I like the first card. Yeah, first card's cool. Don't make me leave this stream because of bad jokes. Why? Don't you want to stick around? Oh, God. Look what you did. Dun, 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 dun. I live for bad jokes. Living is the worst joke of all. Dun, dun. Bum, bum. All right. What was the other thing? Oh, so has anybody actually watched the Acolyte thing? I know it's we're off the rails here, but you know if I don't change subject, we're gonna be talking about trees all day. What's up, JT? Hi. What's up? That's the point. What? Would anyone leave because of a bad joke? I don't know. That could be the root of the problem. God, can we stop? What? I'm literally running out of tree references here. I'm not an arborist, okay? There's an ad break anyway. Good. Yeah, let's get more water. And hydrate. But has anybody actually seen the Acolyte? Because everybody seems to hate it, and I don't know why. I mean, it looks terrible from the trailer, but I didn't watch it, and so I'm just going by the trailer. I think I said something yesterday, but Star Wars shows is meh for me. Not as good as people say, not as bad as people say. Oh. So it's just middle of the road kind of meh. Did you hear about the bamboo who became a comedian?
I'll see you all later. Hope everyone has a good day.
Thank you, Flutterdash. Be well. Became a comedian. People say he's a real Stalking horse? I don't even, how does that work? I don't understand that. Oh, a stalk. Okay. Like corn. Because it was a corny joke? I don't know. I mean, I could look up tree terms and try to make puns off of it on the fly, but I don't feel like that's going to be a very interesting thing.
No. I kinda refuse after seeing that Kathleen said that she originally made a good Star Wars show but to then make a good show by the showrunner. If it was a good Star Wars show then you should have stopped there. If you want to make your
own thing, then do that without Star Wars. So they made a non-Star Wars thing? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I feel like it's kind of dark times for Star Wars right now. Thank you. I've seen some. Either I am finally burned out or it's just finally getting meh. The Acolyte has trees. Oh, yeah, I know, but I mean, unless they're trying to appeal to arborists, then it's kind of I don't know. It's not really a lucrative demographic, but to each their own. Dun, dun. Banana. The original showrunner came to them with a good Star Wars script. Then Kathleen told her to make a show based off her previous work. Why? Why would they do that? Couldn't they just say no? Couldn't they just say, well, no, this is the good series that we wanted? No, make it like this thing. Why? I don't know. I don't know what's going on over there. I don't know. It's good to not be invested in Star Wars anymore, because I'm just like, I don't care. I'm just curious as to people who are still into it, like what their take is on it. I had a little hopes when I was watching Mandalorian, and I was like, all right, this isn't bad. It's a step in the right direction, and then I was just like, all right, whatever. Of course, Force Girls Power instead of making just good female characters. Is that kind of thing? Is that what they did? Kennedy and Headland are having a meltdown because of how poorly the show is doing, even insulting the fans, saying it's their fault the Acolyte is doing poorly. No, it's just not what they want, And I get it. There's a fine line. If you're making content for a business, you basically have to give people what they want. If you're doing it for the sake of art, then they can do whatever the hell they want. Yeah, that's the thing. What are you making, an art or product? That's the approach. I don't know. I feel like Disney wants to make a product. So if they're trying to do something artsy and think it's going to sell, it may not. And that's the chance they take. But, Kathleen is known for it. That's why the Poe thing happened in the second sequel Star Wars movie. God, I don't even remember half that. Like, God, those sequels were so forgettable. They were so forgettable. Like, everything about them is just so forgettable. Even the iconic characters they brought for those sequels are just so forgettable. I'm just like, yeah, what were they doing? What was he doing? I just remember Luke Skywalker doing the shoulder brush thing, which was kind of funny, and then that was it. That's literally what I walked away with. Mark Hamill doing something cool. And then everything else is forgettable. Oh, and what's her face floating in space like an idiot. He got yelled at for being despite having a hero and resistant to the first movie and showed no tendencies, bad male behavior. Oh. Whatever. Why is everybody having a problem? Whatever. Hey, we have Lando doing oh, that's right. They were in there too, right? I forgot about Lando. That's literally how forgettable all that was. I was like, oh my God, that's right. He was in there. That's so sad. Oh, they forced it in basically to do the girl power thing. Shouldn't that just all happen organically? Like that's basically how that should work. Because there's a fine line of making content that's enjoyable and then having that content seem like you're lecturing or being preachy to your audience. That's pretty much what I think certain Disney things might be having a problem with. And again, I didn't see it, but generally people are like, whatever. Everything should happen organically. You start with good characters, you start with a good story, and things work them out how they're supposed to work out in a natural order of things, rather than forcing particular issues, particular themes, or whatever. The themes can be in there, but they can be in there in however they need to be in there. They don't have to be shoved in people's faces. They just happen because they happen. And I feel like there's a lot of writers are probably making content so they can spout their perspectives or ideas and try to get them out there. And that's fine if you're doing art. If you're doing product, like a show, like Star Wars, you're going to want to make it more accessible and less divisive. Because it's a product. A product is made for everybody. Art is not made for everybody. So Disney, figure out what you want to do. And then go with it. And if you lose money, be committed to what you do. I want to buy my movies organic, like my veggies. Overly critical analyst nerds versus people spite enjoying. Well, nobody can actually sit and enjoy anything anymore because everyone's got to worry about perspectives on the internet. This is why I generally, if I sit and I watch something, I'm just like, I like it. And everyone can yell at me and be like, no, it sucks because of these reasons. Don't care. Yeah, but this actor in there is a bad person because they did A, B, or C. Don't care. You can't listen to this band anymore because this person was accused of whatever. I'm just like, I just basically do what I do, and I'm just like middle finger to the rest of the world. I just don't care. Yeah. Takes real talent and skill to impart meaning in a product. Yeah, it's kind of hard to do that. I feel like it was more predominant in like 90s content. Like 90s was a weird time where you could do weird things, have multiple levels of stuff happen, and the audience generally understood it and didn't get very offended by it. But stuff still had a message. Now I feel like everyone's got to like shout the message yet have no character development or whatever. And it's like, maybe just because that's how we've grown up over the last couple of half a decade. It's like everybody is just literally shouting at each other, virtue signaling, and then that spills over into media and content, and then a story that you're supposed to have that's supposed to happen organically turns into a, soapbox of yelling about whatever issues that might be of the day, and it ends up being just a very like, all right, I get it. What was the story again? What was happening? Oh, this person's like, what? They're feeling A, B, or C. 90s was the golden age of weird. Yeah. And then it just stopped because I guess people didn't understand weird anymore. I think we got to get back to that. I feel like gaming is trying to get back to weird. Like gaming has always been a little bit weird and a little whatever, but there's some of the AAA games are getting a little preachy. Some of the indie games are getting super preachy. A lot of games about self-discovery and finding yourself, and it gets a little tedious to me.
90s had more freedom, I think, to take more chances, and people were wanting to address things, but because it worked, studios doubled down, and now we're finding you can't force it.
Yeah, no, it like, things happened, and there was preachy crap back in the day, too. Like, but I don't feel like it was very predominant, or maybe it was, and I'm misremembering. But yeah, I mean, it was what it was. Must summon back the 90s using dark ritual magic.
In the beginning, did you see interview with Mark Hamill? Carrie Fisher went to a movie theater to watch the first trailer for Star Wars. They all thought it bomb and were crazy, but did not know how big of movie they made.
Is this for the original one? I wonder if they regret it right now. They're like, man, why did I do this? Even Daisy Ridley Ray, thank you. And Adam Driver said they did not like how their characters were written, but they were under contract to play the roles anyway. Yeah. And I really, again, I've said this numerous times. The character Finn in Star Wars Boyega, yo, his characters just got thrown so far back. I forgot they were a character by the end of the sequels. I'm like, he had the most interesting story. You know, it was like all of a sudden it's like, oh wow, oh wait, something's happening. You know, he had personality and crap, and then all of a sudden it was like, yeah, whatever with this guy. I'm like, huh? Whatever. Too much realism, in my opinion. Can't we just have more games that are weird and not a coherent story? Think of Forgotten World and Aerocom. There are a lot of weird games that are out there. What's the one that came out recently called Blood? Hold on. See if I can find it. Oh, and before I forget. All right, this is important. All right. Bro, Nightmare Cart. All right. Here's the thing. Nightmare Cart was Bloodborne Cart. Okay? Basically, it was a kart racer with Bloodborne characters. Sony got their, assuming they have testicles, in a knot, and apparently said, you can't do that. You can't make fun. So they had to change things around and make it legally distinct and now call it Nightmare Cart. Okay? It's Nightmare Cart. It's in my library because it's free. It is a free kart racer kind of thing. It's got a legally distinct Bloodborne vibe to it in a retro-y kind of way. So there you go. And I feel like these people should just be, you know, they had a really good fan game. They had a really good fan game, and then Sony was just like, we hate you. You know? They kept it free to be spiteful. Nice. Yeah. Well, here's what I would have done. If I was Sony, just saying, if I was Sony, you know how everyone likes to embrace indies? I would have said, all right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to put this on console, right? We're going to make it a little bit better, make sure everything is nice and professional looking. We're going to call it Bloodborne Kart. It's going to be an unofficial, fun little side game people can play, and we're going to make it available to everybody on PlayStation Store and blah, 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 blah. We'll make it an exclusive. We'll put it on PC, and it will get people interested in Bloodborne. How about that? Maybe work with the fans. Maybe. Basically, these devs made a Bloodborne fan game that people generally liked, and Sony says, no, it doesn't got to be official. You don't got to be like, well, it's got to be part of the lore.
You'd think with all of the indie games that are bringing back the PS1 aesthetic that Sony would reach out to them.
Oh yeah, they reached out with them, but with lawyers, and that's the problem. And so Sony, that's like that's a negative for me. You know, you could have done something with this and made it a little bit more accessible, and at least given these people who worked really hard on this a little bit more notoriety. You know, and maybe God forbid pay them. But, you know, you had to make them go back and change things because, meh. Dude, people were really stoked about this, you know? And I get it. You don't want people just, you know, taking your brand franchise and saying, oh, okay, we're making Bloodborne Kart just so people can get the notoriety and be like, oh, if everybody likes Bloodborne, you're going to go buy this and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that kind of thing. I get that. You know, you don't want to call like, you know, I don't know, make an adventure game and just call it Indiana Jones and, you know, the quest for the golden spork, you know, because it's like, no. But, yeah, no, it's kind of weird. Let me find the other thing. Hold on. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, well, this would be nice if it worked. I had the wrong keyboard. Hold on. I got a bad habit doing it. Blood. All right, for people who are like, yo, games need to be more weird and stuff like that. Dude, this has got a very 90s vibe to it. Like this whole game is like all the animations and whatnot, very 90s vibe. All these people, look at that. And there's been a couple of games that have like very 90s vibes to it. There's oh man, who's the other guy that blows things up? There's Pizza Tower that has very 90s vibe. So it is coming around. I don't know if that's going to help anything because media might be stuck in, God. Here's the weird thing. All right, chat. Let's hypothetical here. Let's hypothetical. All right, games like this get big, right? And start bringing back some weird themes and stuff like that, and are a little loosey-goosey with all their, messages and whatnot because they're just trying to have fun, not take things too seriously. Now, here's what's going to be interesting. There's going to be this combative ideology in the next couple of years when larger companies are going to look at stuff like this and they're going to be like, this is weird and quirky, but we're not do we really want to align our brand with this? That kind of thing. Where I don't know if they're going to try to shoehorn social messages in there, or do you think indie devs are going to be like, well, you know what? I don't got to play with AAA anything because if the game's good, it'll work on its own. Which, not for nothing, most of the games that were really popular the last couple of years have all been indie games. Nobody gives a crap about AAAs right now because they just keep churning out middle-of-the-road garbage that is inoffensive to nobody and makes nobody think about anything other than being lectured to for 60 hours with side quests. So it's kind of like, as this stuff kind of comes around again, that looks like fun. I have this on my wish list, but it's like $25, so I'm waiting on that. Besides, I got gallons of games to play. Me. Let's see what kind of gameplay. I'm muting the audio because I don't want to be yelled at. Apparently not enough.
Welcome to Hashtag
Look at that cool car.
a video game about
Dude, the animations are pretty good too. Yeah. I like that. Dun, dun, dun. Brr, evil guy. This is well animated. So congratulations to the animators of this. That's pretty good. So yeah, you're running around, you're doing things. But it looks fun. Oh no. Boop. You get the idea. AAA games are a joke these days. Yeah. Bunch of spies, it's been long. What's up, Spooky, huh? Seen lots of nonsensical Steam games. Yeah, but that's like the only... It's the only genre of stuff that I've come across in recent years that I'm like, oh, they could do what they want. You know what I'm saying? Because if you think about it, the way the gaming industry, media, content, and all that other stuff has devolved over the years, it's gotten very squeaky clean. Everyone has their little sensitivity sensors that go through all the content, weeding out anything that might be remotely unhappy for viewers or players or whatever. But gaming is still this like, even though there are a lot of major, AAA studios and whatever, there's just so many indie devs saying like, you know what, I'm just going to do whatever. And they make weird games like, fine, you want to be an anime girl just, blowing up, I don't know, monster waffle irons for 30 levels? Sure, that's a game, whatever. Yeah, but all the characters are scantily clad. Don't care. I'm a dev. I'm doing whatever I want. Call randomness coming in. Boom. 5 moons. Thank you. I appreciate. So there's like all these weird games on Steam that I wouldn't even show here. But its game development seems to be like a very free, creative environment. Like you can literally do whatever you want. And I'm saying like over the top, whatever you want. And that's the way any art form and media should kind of be approached. So, at a certain point, you got to figure out, it's like, all right, do you want to be like an indie dev or do you want to be like one of those AAA studio things and maybe make more money? But as we've seen in recent years, AAA studios are just folding up studios left and right just because, you know what? Oh, we made this game that's very middle of the road and, attempts to appeal to everybody, but doesn't move anybody anyway. In any way, shape, or form. So I guess we'll close the studio because nobody bought it because it sucked. Only Sony is turning out good AAA games. I mean, after a while, it gets to be samey, and maybe just for my taste, I'm in a different frame of mind where it's like I generally don't care about these long involved brooding stories of what the hell ever. So like games like Last of Us and stuff of that ilk, they're good games, but not for me. I need something weird. I need weird, stupid, and I don't care. Yeah. Because it's like I've lived enough to go through those trial stories of the hero and this and that and blah, blah, blah. I've seen it all before. So I'm just kind of like, oh, I want to see this. Weird little monsters and lockers and crazy crap happening. Yeah. Astrobot. Yeah, I mean, even Astrobot, it's like a cute platformer, but that was generally a good VR game that they just decided to not make VR, which is confusing. Pumpkin Potion was playing that yesterday. She was enjoying the art animation style. It's done very well. Yeah, I didn't want to watch them because I didn't want to spoil it. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, but then Pizza Tower's another one, and then there's what's his name? Bomb Blast something. God, I forget his name. Hey.
Almost 4 years.
Almost 4 years. Thank you. I appreciate. Let me get more water. I'm parched. I am parched here. Oh God, I'm out of water. Yeah. I don't know, but it'll be interesting to see how like gaming evolves in the next couple of years. You know, hopefully it'll get more zany rather than more PC, if that makes any sense. Funny, many of these 90s references I'm going to check out when it goes on sale. Yeah, nice. I don't know. But yeah, gaming is definitely a nice, it's a freer area of, yeah, do whatever. Yeah. No, because I can't imagine a big company wanting to put in millions of dollars in backing a game that's got like weird context, you know? Disney or Lucasfilm specifically have told the person not to get into politics while they're working on a TV series. The person ignored their advice and posted a political topic. It got controversial, and Disney Lucasfilm fired that person, and they erased the character of the season. Oh, that was the, yeah, I remember that one. Are they still suing them? I think they were suing them, right? I think that's being funded by Elon, which is just off the wall. VR still has a while to go before it reaches mainstream profitability. I don't think it ever will. And I've said this before, the reason why VR hasn't...
The developer for the new Wukong game is getting slammed because the refused to hire a DEI consulting company and keep their game the way they wanted.
Oh.
A Western consultancy group wanting $7 million from a Chinese developer that never
asked for their input. Clowns, I swear. Yeah. No, I feel like there shouldn't be consultant groups for anything in a creative field. Unless you're going out of your way to make a product that is accessible to everyone. If you need that kind of market research for your product, then that's probably not something I want. And I don't think gamers are really into that. Because here, the thing about gaming is there's literally a game for everybody. If you want to find a game about personal self-discovery, you got that. You want a game about exploring your own identity, you got that. You want a game where you're blowing up stuff, you got
Too
that.
many moons.
Thank you, Spock 76 moons. Thank you, thank you. You know, gaming's got like it's a buffet for basically everything. You know, choose your own adventure. You want romance, you want drama. You want ultra violence? You want fluffy kittens? We got it all. All right? That's the cool thing about it. So you can explore different facets of everything without having to deal with, you know, god-awful censors and weird focus groups.
That just shows companies don't understand why people like things and are wanting to quantify what's unquantifiable.
Yeah, you just make a thing and people will either like it or they won't. You know? And at that point, it's just like, you made it because you wanted to make it. You know? I mean, at least, for our small little niche area, we just make what we want to make. It's not going to appeal to everybody, but someone will like it. And if they don't, we like it. If we didn't, we wouldn't put this much time and effort into it. Yeah? And it's just like, I feel like most people and companies they're too worried about profits to worry about like a decent product. No, because the product has to appeal to so many people, it's impossible. Yeah. Dude, it's like, again, it's like the too many cooks thing. You can't make a dish that is going to be appealing to everybody on the planet. There are even people who don't like pizza. All right? They exist. I've met one in my entire life, but still. But I want fluffy kittens as my ammunition. I guarantee you there's a game. Oh, wait, wasn't that Postal? Chat, correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like there was a kitten gun in Postal, right? And if not, Saints Row had a little squid gun. That was pretty cool. See, that was a cool thing back in the day. They literally had, you know, cat guns. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Consultancy group. Why would you need a consultant group? Why would you need a group? If anything, they should get product testers, like game testers. That's what they should get. There's a cat silencer. Dun, 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 dun. Postal 2 was a blast. Yeah, there was another Postal game that came out relatively recently. It's like a first-person shooter kind of thing. And then there was Postal 4 that came out probably the last 2 years. What was the other one? It was like brain damage, but they misspelled it, so it's like drain bramage or something. Did a search copy paste. What? Skill Special Force 2. Korean first-person shooter video game. Also had a kitten gun. Nice. See? Skill. Is that on Steam? Let's find out. No. I can't find it. No.
I think the problem is that companies need to have a certain amount of money to become a viable company, that they get themselves stuck in the whole investors and stock market, that they get forced to do terrible things just to survive and eventually just corrupt.
What was meant to be something good for their audience into the slop we see now. Just shows the number go up. Model is killing company competition, as I'm sure it's supposed to. Yeah, it's just the nature of business, but, you know, unfortunately, and it's always been this way. It's like art when the way I look at it, like music, movies, games, you know, they're all art forms to me. So to companies, they're always looked at as products, you know, and the only time they invest in art is when they think it's going to get them an award. So that will bolster everything else that they make as a product. Because they're like, oh, well, we were the studio that brought you Oppenheimer that won all these awards. And it's like, okay, but did it make a lot of money? Kinda. But, you know, we did, you know, that kind of thing. It's like that self-congratulatory, yeah, we took some of the profits and made art. You know, but it's like, I don't look at those things as product. I look at them as like good pieces of media, but it's harder to find them now because so many people want to maximize the profits that things get whittled down to just being just very bland, you know, and forgettable. So that's why I feel like we got that content that doesn't move you either way, which I've talked about numerous times, where you just sit there and you're just like, meh, yeah, it exists. That's all.
Hilariously enough, the journalists caused the game to become one of the highest pre-ordered games now.
Yeah, there you go. I always like when it backfires. You know, like, what was it, Stellar Blade? Everyone's like, oh, no, dude, there's this character over here that's this idealized woman and blah, 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 and the camera's on her butt all the time, and nobody should play this because it's blah, blah, blah. Pre-orders, you know, pre-orders just keep going up and up and up. And, you know, not for nothing, at least from what I've heard, is that the dev made it a very, I want to say, a draconian work environment, because they were like, this is what we're going to make, and these are what the devs are going to work on. Not like a mean environment, but as far as creative, I think they called it a creative dictatorship, where they're like, this is what we want, this is what's going to be in the game, and you developers are working on this, and this is how it's going to look. You know, and if people were like, but maybe we should put this in here. No, shut up. This is what you're working on. And I get that. And that I actually respect. It's not a game I would play or anything like that. But if that's actually true, I'm like, it's good that somebody actually had a vision, followed through with it. And surprisingly enough, Sony was like, sure, go with it. I think Sony knows that they do have that niche market that just basically wants Bayonetta butts all the time, you know? And dude, even though it's not like, my market, it's kind of like they recognize it and they're like, yeah, let's throw them a bone. That kind of thing. DRL girls with full jiggle removed cells, 10%. Yeah, pretty much. What do you do that? If your whole game is based on like jiggle physics and then you take it out, it's kind of like, what are you doing? Now, if that was like the artistic choice of the creator of the series and they're like, well, I want to evolve, then I'd be like, all right, fine. Yeah, kind of like the Star Wars prequels. Said it before, I'm going to say it again. I didn't like them, but it's what Lucas wanted, and he was the creator of them. So, fine. Let's see. Sony tried to censor Stellar Blade, but fans went after them to the point of the censor was rolled back. Ooh, nice. So they rolled back the, what'd she have, like Band-Aids over her breast or something like that? What was the thing? Some kind of clothes? Some kind of issue? And it was very minor, too. Like, I remember seeing the before and after, and it was just like a minor part was covered up, and I'm like, it's barely even, like, why is this even a point? No. Some oversensitive. How could you have this in a game? Shut up. Let's say it wasn't censored, but planned. They just had only the unfinished models for the trailers. I find that hard to believe. Yeah. Oh, it was planned. What? How do you? These are unfinished models from what they covered up. It didn't look like that was the unfinished part. If that makes any sense. Altering the clothes and scaling back the blood. I find that stupid too. Yeah. Scale back the blood. No. It's too gory. So. Yeah, but then this is where you got to keep, the money people away from the art people. Because some people got visions. Every once in a while, there is going to be like those instances where, yeah, let's get an editor in here to rein this in a little bit. But sometimes it's kind of like, do you sit around making edgelord content for everybody constantly, or do you just say, we ran the gamut on this and maybe we shouldn't with this particular title or whatever. I don't know. It's all up to the money men and the creators. The blood part was for Chinese and Korean markets that have rules on that belief. Yeah, it's so weird. They're like, and I find it ironic that, the Chinese have issues with blood and certain things in games, historically speaking. They have a long history. So it's kind of weird. Like, oh, don't show this. Why? Does anybody remember that thing that happened in the square a couple of years back? Yeah, can't have skeletons either. Yeah, that seems weird. They'll ship out body exhibits all across the planet, right? Yeah. Whatever. I don't know, but at least the next couple of years they'll be interesting to see. At least in gaming, I've kind of given up a lot on traditional media because I find music to be terrible. Every once in a while, I find a good song, but my God, when it comes to movies and stuff, there hasn't been a lot to move me in any direction. Maybe like, and dude, I mean, it's kind of sad. I'm going backwards into anime as opposed to looking forward to something new that's coming out. Because I'm just like, meh. Yeah, it's weird, but I don't know. Yeah, what's with the skeletons thing? I never understood that. Like for I guess the Chinese market, no skeletons. Huh? There's one inside you right now. No. We're made from divine light. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Not weird if you know the context. Dun, 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 dun. See where do they evolve. I'm making sure I kept up with everything. I think it's an anti-macabre thing. China has an anti-macabre thing. China. Wow.
I may have missed it being an hour late, but what are your thoughts on the new Zelda game where you play as Zelda?
I'm looking forward to it because I want to summon things.
Greetings, PG obligatory sub post. And, I got nothing. How you are staying cool.
So far, so good. Thank you, Fabio. I appreciate 81 moons. And yes, Phoenix Monroe, it is literally the one Zelda game I am actually looking forward to. Breath of the Wild was cool. Tears of the Kingdom, it's all right. But, bro, I get to pick up and summon rocks and throw them at people. And then after I kill them, I get to summon them. It's literally like necromancing with furniture. I love it. Dude, I'm actually like, kind of like, the only thing that worries me is I feel like navigating all these little choices I have of what to spawn is going to be a little tedious. Yeah. No, because you got to go through a sub menu and it's like, all right, do you want a table? Do you want a flower? Do you want a water bed? Do you want a bat? Do you want a crow? Do you want oh God, let's keep scrolling over. Yeah. In China's, spirits and skeletons also have been used to represent corrupt politicians. Let that sink in. Oh, okay, I see. All right. It didn't have to sink in much. I could see why they wouldn't want skeletons. Don't show skeletons. Why? Is it going to remind us of politicians or something? No. Just don't put anything. Skeleton, zombies, and ghosts are banned in China because it falls under the religious restrictions. Shows a form of existence beyond death, so banned. Wait, don't they have like an area of people that believe in reincarnation over there? Or is that not a thing? Yeah. China confuses me. Let's see. I do wish they would just made it more of a cartoon style instead of the craft paper 3D style. Yeah. Not accepted by the government. Oh yeah, that's right. The government doesn't recognize reincarnation. Well, I don't think a lot of people do because there hasn't been a lot of proof of it. But for people who believe in it, that's fine. Yeah. But the government doesn't recognize it. Okay, great. I don't recognize the government then. We're on the same ground. It's kind of weird. I don't know. Sometimes when politics is involved, well, anything politics or religion, it's whatever. It ends up becoming an ideological mess of just you guys are bickering about garbage. Let's see. Why does the Chinese government hate fun so much? I think they find fun distracting, you know? Plus, fun can lead to different things being introduced into their people's minds. Like, freedoms. America. Yeah, that kind of thing. But what are you going to do? And it's like, not for nothing. It's not just China. It's like, even Australia, there's like certain games or whatever, they will just outright ban because there's drug use in there. I'm like, what's your problem with drug use? It's like, it's a bad thing. So if it's depicted that way in a game, what's the problem? No, I can't have it. Nobody here gets to play GTA. Emma Pond, what's up? How's it going? Don't forget they banned video games entirely from the 70s to the 90s. Oh, man, those are some of the best games. Now I know why everyone's so miserable over there. They don't accept when you make fun of government, which is why they also banned Winnie the Pooh because he's compared to their government leader. Yeah. What, did the government do that or did somebody else do it? I always found that weird too. Maybe China doesn't like the idea of personal bias in any part of the culture. I don't know. I guess you'd have to live there to figure out what their angle is. I'm just kind of meh all around. In Japan, censor Abe's Odyssey because of the hand. Yeah, they got a thing about disfigurement over there. Japan? Yeah. Hemi, 57 moons. Thank you. I appreciate 57 moons. Boom. Thank you. Yeah, kind of. It's weird. It's like every country's got their weird little sets of rules and whatever, and nobody ever agrees on anything, and trying to argue it and getting people to think a different way is really difficult. So, as it stands, I'm glad I'm here. Even though our content's getting a little dicey as far as media goes. Well, it's not as fun as it used to be. I miss when content was fun. Sorry, I got to get into more gaming is what I got to do. More gaming. Oof. All right, get back here. Feel like I've rested enough. We'll see. Bum, bum, bum. Winnie the Pooh was made a meme to compare him to their leader, and he banned it. So you can stop something from Disney. Oh. Interesting. Dun, 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 dun. He doesn't like unofficial portraits of himself in red shirts. It's unofficial. It's fanfic. Bum, bum. I don't know. It's just weird. It gets whatever. That too. I hear noise, but I don't know what it is. Should probably eat something. Bring the workers. Oh God. They compared his roundness as well. I've noticed a lot of politicians. They eat. Like something we can government. Redat. Thanks for the follow. Let's see. Redat Pumpkin Gamer. What's up? How's it going? Sentient. Hi. What was the other weird thing? There was something else I was going to say. Completely forgot about. Yeah. God, now I want to figure out what it was. No, it was game related because we're on the topic of games. Oh, man. Got to go back to easy mode for this. Where is it? No. All right, I'm never going to find it. Never going to find it. Never mind.
Do it now. Do it now. Do it now. Or taste my squirrely wrath. I do have squirrely wrath, you know. It's one of our hidden nature things.
Hidden nature. What's up? Thank you, David. What's up? Make me toast. See you enough. You do it. Last time fire ensued. Yep, fire does ensue. Ironically, we did have to get a new toaster oven because, fire ensued. Dude, I'm not gonna find it. I can't find it. I don't know, something about a game, but I forgot the name of it. So, honor is huge in China and Japan, and anything that dishonors someone in power is a super offense to them. Can't they just chill? I don't know, man. They should just chill. Have a sense of humor about yourself. Come on, China, be cool. It's literally their culture. To be offended? I thought that was America. Or at least half of it. Right. No, but there's a fine line between wanting to be seen as honorable and then having somebody poking fun at you, yet having a sense of humor. Like, I mean, I don't get there's a disconnect there because, I didn't grow up in it. So, yeah. That is weird though. Oh. Seems like a lot of work. Chinese government and honor. Yeah, I can't see the two being in together. Oh, like linked together. Yeah, I don't think it's like it's an oxymoron. The honorable politician. It's just The two words generally don't intertwine. Humor is easy to find in Japan, at least. Yeah. Right, there's the term neat, which is people who don't contribute to society. Really? They don't contribute to society. Why? They're neat. Sure to keep everything tidy. That's not what that means, you idiot. I don't know. I'm pretty neat myself. All right. Yeah. Like an honest lawyer. Yeah. I think there was a manga series titled The Honorable Politician. Oh, that must have been a comedy. Neat. Oh, not in educated employment or training. We'll give them time. Maybe they're finding themselves. You got to give them time to grow, bro. Not in training, education, or employment. Yeah, that's. I'm fine with that. I don't know about the rest of the world, but I feel like we all look at work as being not something we want to do. So I feel like people who are not, they should be educated. I feel like everybody should be educated. But employed and training, depending on what you want to work at, you know. Oh, where was it? Ah, there it is. You ready, chat? Delighted to discover that nature has evolved a bat that looks exactly like a jam donut. Look at him, he's so fluffy, I want to squish him. Donut bats, they exist. And technically they are filled with a kind of jelly, but, you know, don't squeeze them to find out what kind. Means they're trying to not get educated or a job. Well, who wants that? Here's the thing, you get educated, they're just going to send you out there to work. And everybody hates their jobs. So the thing is, stay stupid. And, you know, this way you can't get employed. Work should have a meaningful purpose, but that is rare to find these days. It's really difficult. And that's why we work as hard as we do for below minimum wage. And we're fine with it because we're like, we're doing what we like. There's jam donut bats. They also disparage people who don't keep up with family alongside having their work obligations, which include having to hang out with coworkers. Oh, hell no. Dude, the last time I hung out with coworkers was like... Hold on, I'm thinking. 2005 with workers from Tower Records before it closed down. Like, literally, and that was, well, we like hung out at a restaurant and just ordered drinks. I got soda. Dude, who wants to hang out with coworkers? Generally, they suck. Yeah. Maybe look up the Honduran white bat 2. Voted the world's cutest bat species. Honduran white bat. Oh, I gotta open up a new tab and everything. And get my keyboard. Oh, ad blocker. I know you exist. Thanks. Ugh. Thing's killing me here. All right, get out of here. Yeah, I have a disjointed setup here, so. No, not Honduras wholesale. What are you talking about? They're like, do you want wholesale for the Honduras? What do you mean? All right, they kind of cute. They kind of cute. There we go. These little guys here. Look at them. They're like, hey, what's going on? Dude, this looks like a Pokemon. Look at that. Look at it. Look at it. Hey, what's going on? They even have that expression like, hey, guys, I'm a little bat. I'm assuming I can't have these as pets, correct? They're so fluffy. Look at this one. Freaking Annie Leibovitz here with this portrait of the Honduras white bat. Look at this. Yes, I went for the museum quality. I really dove deep into their soul. This is an excellent picture, but I'm just like, what? I don't even know if that's a Honduras white bat because the noses are different. I think that's a lie. Look at him. There's a little plushie. Bats are cool. What do they eat? Look at this one. He's like, Say Oh, look, there's a bat chart. Look at him. That'll be. We'll do a whole series about the Honduras white bat. It'll be a cute thing. And then the internet will make it not fun because it'll probably be considered an endangered species, and I shouldn't be glorifying the collection of cute little critters. You know, because internet can't have fun. So go to hell. Let's see. In case you didn't know, Adobe is being sued by the U.S. government. I guess. For what? Hey. Hey. Thank you. No, I want to know what they're being sued for. Because it'll be interesting. File, thank you. Adobe will Photoshop itself out of this. Yeah, we were never at that location. See? Here's pictures. Something about selling people's work. Well, essentially, you know, everybody to even get into their program, they had to agree to the terms of service, and the terms of service basically meant like they can mine everything that you have in their Adobe Cloud, Creative Cloud thing, which they're basically data mining so they can make a, you know, data set for their AI generative, blah, blah, blah. They're being sued for overcharging customers with hidden fees. Still? What the hell? Dude, that's going to be in court forever. And here's what's going to happen. They're going to settle, and then they're going to have to give everybody who was part of the Adobe subscription, blah, 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 a little bit of a payout, but they're going to make you have to go through all these loopholes, and then it's going to be like, okay, here, you got like $17 back during our settlement. Reoccurring fees in the, what? Oh, in the finest print? Yeah, I don't know. I don't, generally, I haven't used Adobe anything since Photoshop 7.0. So I don't use Adobe anymore. So I know for everybody else who still does, find something else, anything else. And I used to love Adobe. Like, I used it all the time. It was great, you know, and literally the old program that I have now, it still works well. But bro, I'm like, I can't. I just... And I've said it numerous times, but I refuse to pay a subscription to be creative. And if it just let that sink in. If you're a creative person, you basically now have to pay a monthly fee so you can be creative. That's insane to me. That's insane. So that's when I stopped using Adobe, when I was like, oh, it's all part of the blah, blah, blah subscription. Yeah. Adobe, where you have to pay to leave. Yeah. Of the 17, 10 goes to legal and processing fees. Yep. Forcing people to end their subscription. Really. You want to end your... Dude, they even got rid of that with like... what is it? Phone plans. Like, remember when phone plans, if you canceled early, they would charge you a fee for canceling your subscription early? Or your, whatever the hell it was. Your plan. I think they got rid of that. Not just cloud. New terms say, what? Above owns it. If you just use the desktop version, a lot of people are canceling subscriptions. Yeah. Yeah, that shouldn't be. That's when art programs start claiming that they, you know, assuming that's true, art programs start either using your work or claiming that they own it merely because you use their program. Yo, that's that's not good. Yeah. Like we got to move away from this overreaching kind of like, well, it's ours now. Because that's not how that works. I feel like Adobe has no idea what copyright means. Adobe should never have been allowed to buy Macromedia. Yep, they're the ones that killed Flash, which I still use. Dude, I literally use a Macromedia Flash to make things. Yeah, Macromedia was good. They had, like, their programs were really good. Like, even their web program, what was it, like Dreamweaver or whatever? They had Flash. There was another one, Framework something or other. They had a lot of stuff that was going on. And then Adobe's like, give me all that. And I was like, they just rebranded it and made it worse. We'll be doing more stuff with Contemplating Reiko, as I'm a huge fan of Foamy, but I love Reiko a bit more than Foamy. I know the person who does it, but they've been busy with kids and stuff, so I'm not even sure the last time. I mean, I'm not doing anything. I don't know. I will be seeing them sometime soon, so I will ask. I'll be like, dude, when are you going to do a new thing? I get them to do new things. They're going to be like, I already know their answer. They're going to be like, dude, I have no time for anything. They literally just had a kid. So, you know, if you ever have a newborn, you're running around 24/7. I still miss Flash. Oh, you can find it. Just like when you're talking about the Velma Scooby-Doo situation. Be glad that the version you like still exists and realize that the newer stuff is not for you. Paraphrasing, obviously. Yeah. That's the thing. That's the way I look at reboots, remasters, remakes, and all that other stuff, where they change out characters, make them different. It all started from somewhere, and that was probably the place that you actually enjoyed. So, like, when they eventually recast all the X-Men and, you know, Hugh Jackman isn't Wolverine anymore and Deadpool ends up being somebody else later down the road, you'll be like, you know what? At least I had my version. You know? It'll happen. But, you know, at this point, it's just like, whatever. You guys were lucky you had the really good version of the Marvel Cinematic Universe before it started getting watered down and terrible. No time for Contemplating Reiko. Yep. Tell them their stuff is awesome, just like your stuff. I will tell them that. Because the thing is just, we need more pushback through, say what we want, better quality. Yeah. But nobody wants to do that. Pushback requires work. That's my feeling on Kevin Conroy versus newer Batman cartoons. Yeah. It's like Batman's going to keep going on forever, but, you know, everybody had their Batman, you know. Some people even, you know, their Batman was Adam West. Some of them were Michael Keaton. Some of them were Christian Bale. Some of them were Kevin Conroy. You know, it's like everyone has their preference. But, you know, it is what it is. Things go on. Deadpool of Pillsy would be awesome. Pillspool? Yeah. Some even like the cinema serials before Adam West better than him. Oh, the serials. Yeah, the black and white ones. Oof. Kind of wish Jensen Ackles would take over Batman. I didn't get to see hear their performance as Batman, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty good. They're a decent actor. They usually have a good presence. Adobe's tomfoolery is why standardized file compatibility between media programs should be a thing. Definitely. Oh, we got ad breaks now. That means I've been on for 3 hours. Oh, I have. Nice. See, the benefits of starting early. Well, I will actually take a real break and get some coffee. So I'm going to run cartoons while ads are going. I will be right back. I should move. I can't feel my legs. That's a sign of I should move, right?
Sup, Steve. Gonna be lurking due to work.
You could quit your job. You could say, dude, there's a tiny vampire on Twitch. I quit. Don't do that. Just saying. There's one person in the world who would use that as an excuse. I don't know if they're that person, so.
Someone stole some of your hair. I didn't see who did it. I am so sorry. You should file a police report.
It's a hairstyle.
And you just let it happen? Police reports for stolen hair. You need to find every single hair, because every single one is super important. Get Columbo a monk on the case, because I need his hair right above my face called my head. I want it back before I'm dead. Find my hair. CSI, the follicle cases.
Ooh, you're messing around on an online MIDI sequencer. Nice. I have tried a lot of MIDI sequencers, and for some reason, it doesn't click with me. There's like my brain is like, no. Boop, 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 boop. But if you give me another program, for some reason, I'm a very visual person. So, you know, you give me the right thing, I will excel at it, and people will be like, bro, you know, you give me the wrong thing, I'm just going to be like, I don't know how to press this.
Hey, you ever punch a chipmunk?
No, why would I?
I don't know. They seem like jerks. Chipmunks are jerks. They rarely work. They get stuck in your walls, die in the halls, smell worse than rats when they decompose. Most people don't know, but just follow your nose. It's a chipmunk. Dead in the walls!
Dawn had Texas Toast yesterday. She made a burger, right? While I was streaming, Dawn made a burger and put it in between 2 slices of Texas Toast. Yeah. You know what I had for dinner? I had a salad with veggie nuggets. Okay, so out of the 2 of us, you know, you can see who's trying and taking her diet seriously. Yeah.
Who's the idiot who ruined the eggplant emoji?
Everyone.
Yeah, well, I'm getting tired of people getting the wrong idea when I tell them that I'm eating eggplant for dinner.
Bro, just type it out.
Dude, it's like 8 characters. Come on.
Lazy! Eggplant means food. I don't know what you did to it. You ruined it all. Now I'm not sure what lasagna means anymore.
This is my B-Day cake. It's mine.
Your birthday was last year. That cake is old. I saved you.
Birthday sorrow.
Don't eat last year's cake today. Don't really feel I need to say that, but it's real old. 365 days ago. This was fresh. Now it's not really fresh. It could be green, but that's just don't eat it. Is it possible to hang yourself from a helium balloon? Here, hold this. Around your neck. Oh, you soaring in the sky, really, really high. You getting hung by a giant balloon. I will see your silhouette against the moon like a bat symbol, but a little more morbid.
Why are we at the dermatologist?
I just like to see the weird things on people's skins. Oh, excuse me, sir. I will give you 3 nickels for that mole. Give me your skin flakes, put the moles in my cup. If you drop a boil, I'll pick it up. Collecting all the skin, 'cause then one day I'll make my own living human being made out of moles and scabs and dead skin. It would be like Frankenstein's dermatological nightmare.
What are you doing?
I saw a
Boop. All right, back. And I got more coffee. Adobe's tomfoolery is what? No, go read that. Talking about you having a good version of Adobe's before change it. Oh, yeah. No, I got that. Yeah. Here you go. All right. Visually for MIDI, anyone try Mario Paint Composer for more than 1 day? I never tried that, actually. I wanted to, but I didn't have it. Off to the movies. Dreamer. Enjoy. Let's see. Well, I got coffee, so just hold on a second. Yeah, all right, never mind. Do-do-do-do-do-do. So who's doing what? Who's doing what? Oh, let me get coffee. Because I did get it. So let me drink. I'm just waiting for the next Beetlejuice movie to come out. How long have you been doing Foamy? What has it been, like 20 plus years? I would say officially. Officially the first day, September 10th, 2001. Though things date, God, my God, there's just so many doodles from probably a decade earlier before that. Just nothing ever ended up being an erotically yours thing until later on. I've been a fan since I was in junior high and high school. Now I'm 40. Boom, boom, boom. Time flies, doesn't it? Trying to figure out what certifications I need to get for basic IT work. I have no idea. I have no idea. Working sadly, wish I had some, what? Kitties and gaming. Need all of them. They had to change the graphic code. Nintendo did cease and desist, but the program is still on the free website. The version that's still a Nintendo part is on bleep. All right. Sounds right. That's crazy. Been a huge fan since I watched you. Thank you for putting up with our nonsense. And I apologize. For work, start with Camptia. What's Camptia? What's Camptia? I don't know. My ability to do IT work is basically me looking up tutorials on the internet. So if I'm like, oh man, there's a computer problem. Well, I'm sure somebody had to fix it and did a video about it. So that's IT work for me. Boom, boom, boom. Speaking of Nintendo, I saw the Direct yesterday. Yeah. We were going through the Direct today. We were talking about the Direct indirectly. Yeah. Dude, you got your Metroid, you got your Zelda, you got your thing with the fighting, you know? It's been 7 years. Just wanting to do a different job that might be able to do work at home so I don't have to be on a bus all the time. Well, buses are all right. You put on some music and just kind of get immersed. Got to use a series of entry-level IT certifications that are also recognized by Dodd. Who's Dodd? I don't know who Dodd is. I'm not an IT person. Since they finally showed us Metroid Prime 5. Finally. Department of Defense. Oh. Okay. I thought it was a different term. Dodd. Usually some kind of degree. There's a certificate to get it 2 years at a trade school. Some places want you to have a CompTIA as well as a network degree. That is a lot of work. What? Can't you just say, look, these are all the tutorials I've seen on YouTube. We're good? All right. Hire me. Let's see. Speaking of read that. Dun, 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 dun. What? No, I got a tooth thing. I keep like literally chewing on my tooth. No, you ever, all right, if anybody's ever had a tooth removed, you ever have like your tooth next to it has like a weird feeling? The only thing I could call it is like fat tooth syndrome. Like it feels bigger than it is. It's bizarre. Nope, they want either experience or certificate degrees. Oh, come on. Isn't that always something? It's like, well, we need this many years experience, but then how do you get the experience if you don't, that kind of thing. Not even into Metroid, but I played Doom, so by that logic, I should play Metroid Prime. That tracks. That tracks, bro. And don't. That. Why is that tooth? Oh God, whatever. All right. I'm just busy. Oh, everything's busy. Yeah, and then how do you get to do that? Thanks for following. What's up? Looking at electrical engineering degree, an e-waste position, training, experience, and experience to work over the 70s. Current isn't enough to get into many jobs in that field. Really? Been doing hard work since I was 9 and I turned. Really? And still? Oh God. Am I only the one that thinks like all these degrees and stuff needed in particular fields is just a way to make everybody pay for college and be in debt for the rest of their life? No, because I got to tell you, there are probably like 12-year-olds that could excel in IT stuff, but it's like, they're 12, so there's a problem. But it's ridiculous. Like, oh, you got to go to school for 4 to 8 years. Why? I know how to take a computer apart, put it back together, reprogram it to do whatever the hell I want. Yeah, but you don't got a piece of paper doing that. Give me a computer, I'll do it. Tell me what you want to do. That kind of thing. Yeah, that's a scam. I have 2 jobs, so time is precious. It is. Professor Messer has a company of courses on YouTube for free. Oh, there you go. Nice. See, there you go. And you can look on those on the bus. See? Nice. No, it gets ridiculous. Trade school seems to be becoming more viable. Yeah, because people need to know practical stuff. I mean, unless you're going for like being a doctor or a lawyer or one of those, technical things, like trade schools are legit probably more viable. Electrician, boom. Carpenter, boom. Any of those things that you're like, yeah, we're not going to get a robot to do this anytime soon. Yeah, that kind of thing. That's why I don't care anymore. I'm going to have student loans till I die. So who cares at this point? Can't even get a job in the mall here. The degree I'm looking for. Really? What? That doesn't even make any sense. Dude, mall, bro? The degree I'm looking for is a technical school. It's a 2-year degree, and I should be able to most of it in my sleep. Nice. See, this is why I need Amazon money so I can just hire people for things, I'm like, Zombie Snow White, you got to take over, I don't know, international squirrel trading. What do we do? Social manager. I'll make up a title. Wouldn't it be fun though? Just hire people. Yeah, I'm just gonna give you a title, and I'll just direct deposit every couple of weeks. Well, what do I do? I don't know. I'll let you know when I need you. I would love a job like that, where they just give you a check every month, and you're like, well, what am I doing here? Yeah, whatever you want. Got my 2-year associate's degree, and I got a great municipal job, cushy and secure. Nice. Been a fan of Foamy and Pillsy since 2009. Hey, thank you. Putting up with our nonsense. I apologize. Job requirements don't seem to match the actual nature of the work anymore. It's kind of weird. That's what CEOs of family do. See, that's what I need. I need to be a CEO family. How do I do that? I gotta figure that out. Squirrely Wrath Distribution Manager. There you go. The SWDM. Yeah, I worked for Willow Press for about 20 years being an SWDM. What is that? What is that? Yeah, Squirrely Wrath Distribution Manager. A what? What? Distribution Manager? Squirrely Wrath. What is that? What kind of product is Squirrely Wrath? Well, it's not for everybody, but it's poignant. What? Dude, I like literally for all the stuff he knows how to do, he probably wouldn't be able to get a job beyond supermarket, which is kind of sad, I wish I could still find the Patreon coupons. God, those are, I got to repost those eventually. No, I really got to do because they get lost in the patron only post as time flies. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Also agrees people gonna argue in court that an expert said so. They also want degrees so people can argue in court that as an expert. What? I don't want to argue in court and be, oh, well, they're an expert. They have a degree. What the hell does that mean? Dr. Kevorkian had a degree. It doesn't make him an expert, maybe in death, but, you know, just... Where I'm currently live has always been the most problematic place for me to live in. What? Place I've lived where it's going to be such a problem, and no matter what, I just am not qualified. And how is that even possible, dude? Dude, you ever go for a job and they tell you you're overqualified? I hate that. Well, you're overqualified. Well, then this should be easy for me, right? Thermometers have degrees. Can they still testify? It's true. They're not wrong. I got 98 degrees outside. Oh, do you live in a right-to-work state? Oh, God, the right-to-work state. Yeah, it sounds like it's for the workers, right? I got a right to work. Oh, that sounds great. No. Kind of works the other way around. It's like the right to work means that the employers have the right to work you to death, and if you don't show up, they fire you. Hey, wait, what? How's that a right to work? That's a right to get you to work. Oh, God. I'm going to get coffee. Drinking all the coffee, so I can't stay up because I got to deal with things relatively soon. Puffy. What? This means they can fire you without needing to explain why, right? It's weird. I don't like that. Florida's like that, right? The only plus in right to work states, I think, is on forced retirement. Yeah, I know, but at the detriment of everybody who is not retired. No, I never understood that where they could just fire you for no reason. You know? Oh, you're fired. Well, why? Am I being laid off or something? Is my performance not up to par? No, whatever. You're fine. Okay, so I'm still working here? No, you're fired. What? Why? I need a reason. It's a right to work state, so no, you don't. Huh? I had to look it up. Yeah, probably an at-will state. What's an at-will? Some companies feel it's too hard to fire certain people because of unions, so they want one around them. Well, yeah, I can kind of see that too. Because, dude, that's the overcorrecting pendulum. You know, it's like unions. You can't get rid of anybody ever because they got tenure or something, and then it's like no rights whatsoever. It's like, huh? Can we get in the happy medium where, you know, it's a little difficult to get rid of me for stupid stuff, but you know, you still do have a little bit of leniency. You know, concept of right to work is rhetorical manipulation. Yeah, pretty much. It was originally done to fight unions so they can fire someone union protected that was bad at their job. Well, yeah, I mean, that is the other thing. No, because then there are some union workers that are terrible at their job, and then it's just like, well, you can't fire me, I'm union, bruh, man. You know, it's like, yeah, but the whole thing about being part of a union is you're a workers' union, and you have done anything but, you know? And it's like, well, whatever, man, talk to the union guy. It's like, oh, God. Happy Meeting was back when unions were in-house, not incorporated across multiple industries. Yeah. Yeah, unions have requirement. It's so difficult, you know? I'm just like, can I just be left alone? Then you wonder why everyone just decides to go on unemployment, you know? Give me unemployment, give me public benefits, because everything else has gotten too complex and, you know, muddled down with legalese and loopholes that I'm like, I don't even care. Strange. It's only unions that are bad that cause those issues. Well, yeah, I mean, that's obviously, there's some good unions somewhere. At will employment solely focuses on either determination of an employee or when an employee leaves. Right to work state makes employers often the choice of joining a union or not, but limit their ability to terminate employees if they choose to represent themselves. That's all sorts of complex. Yes, but companies don't see them as being separate. Okay. Yeah, there's always something. Well, what are we going to do? All the major unions have good in their history. It's only a thing. If only it didn't go politics. Well. It's the way of the world, man. The eternal sea of turmoil. Single adult with no children and not federally classified as disabled. I am disabled but not on disability, so public benefits aren't an option for me either. What? What? You know, we got to streamline existence is what we need to do. Now everyone's like, dude, things need to be more streamlined and more efficient. Yeah, can we do that with life? God, making it so complex. You know, hiring should be relatively easy, you know, depending on the job you're going for. Taxes should be automated at this point. Just send me a bill at the end of the year. You know, that kind of thing. You know, we got to streamline this crap. It's getting ridiculous. It's so inefficient. Single people get screwed frequently. Yeah. What? Oh, you know, it's like, what are you going to... all the media... Read that. Not possible for certain things. Streamlining allows for loopholes. How does... No, streamlining is streamlining. It should just work. I know I have an oversimplified, idealistic view of how things should go in the world, as most people do. And then as you get older, it's like, yeah, but you got to consider this, and then that. And then it's just like, well, you're making this overly complex. Well, you don't understand. What? Oh. It's all about money. I know. There's an industry to suck money out of the workers. There's no way we'll get government support to fix any of it. No. It's all about, dude, it's everyone's got the hand in your pocket. Like right now, it's like, dude, that's my quarter. What are you doing with my quarter, bro? I need that for, I don't know, a game of Street Fighter after school. That was the cool thing about being a kid. I wasn't taxed on my allowance. What? No, man, I got like $5 and I get pizza and play video games. I don't know. Just, on-screen celebration, where? Where is it? Ah! That it?
Enjoy the biddies. I am celebrating my B-Day late this week because I was sick as a dog, so enjoy smile.
Ow! Happy birthday! Boom! Happy birthday to you! I missed it. How did I miss it? Big Red, thank you. Happy birthday! Was I like looking off into the distance? On-screen celebration only shows up the channel views of your stream. See? Twitch made it more complex. Streamline this. Come on. Unwritten is complicated. Oh. Too many complications. Like carpal tunnel. And Avril Lavigne. Was it Levine or Levine? I never understood, and now I don't care. All right, now I gotta look. I gotta keep looking. I'm looking. On-screen celebration. Wow! Where is it? I'm looking. Where is it? Levine. What? It's floating hearts, but I think only we can see it. Only you can see it? Well, that kind of... That ruins it. I wanted to see it. So you guys can see it, but I can't see it. That's the whole point. It's getting a streamer reaction, bro. Thank you. Twitch. I found a problem. I found a problem, Twitch. I'm not seeing things. The on-screen celebration is on other people's screens, not mine. You want to fix that? God. You have to be on the actual channel page. It does not show up in your stream software, nor does it show up on a dashboard view. Wow, that seems overly stupid. Like, I feel like that's a big issue. Like, you know, shouldn't that just work its way into alerts or something? Where it's like, oh, look, there it is. That's the things that's happening. Or maybe just show it up in chat and have... That's a thing. That's big. I can see that. I can see that. Hey, that looks good when it's bigger. If I can get my little cartoony head out of the way. See? Look at that. Fun dancing. It's very flashy. Can I have the link to the printable game again? Let's see if it's still in my thing. Oh my God, it is. Look at that. Look at that. I didn't cut and paste anything before. There you go. It's on the itch. The itchy itch. Which will take you to a page that looks like this. And it's going to be the first one right there. Save Pumpkin Guy. Save Pumpkin Guy. Save Pumpkin Guy. Why? What happened? Seems Pauline managed to pull in a last of their kind entity from a dying world during one of her dream walking travels. Fortunately, they're not most friendly of beings and seek to use Pumpkin Guy's magical essence to recharge their own. Oh no! So it gives you some info. There's some directions here too. And then there's some images. And then there's a comic book. And then it's free. Boop. Then on there. I feel like that image is really big over there. Hey, and how come when I came back it's not there anymore? Where's my really big cool emote? Dude, I just switched over. It's like right there. I see it. Look, it's I can see that, and it was in my chat. Now it's gone. Can't see the look. Spock, can you see this? And it made it small again, but on my other screen it's big. Oh, this is stupid. Twitch, I found a problem. I found a problem with your large emotes. They don't stay large if I move off the screen. They get small. Come on. Tell the way on the reload with the red line. Oh, come on. Why would that even happen? It doesn't even make any sense. I don't even really reload chat. It's just there. It shouldn't go away. That should be in chat history. Big emote. How difficult is that to keep track of? Twitch, you're a $1 billion company. Can you not keep track of the size of an emote for about 15 minutes? Ah, God. Are we able to review it and give it 5 stars? I think so. I don't know. I'm not a reviewer type. I don't think I've ever reviewed anything. Oh, there was that one game on Steam. I think about 2008. Actually, Twitch isn't a $1 billion company. It's just owned by one. Well, nevertheless, you know, Bezos, give Twitch like $5 so they can keep track of the size of emotes. I mean, it's not, come on, big. Well, at least I see it over here. It's big. It's dancing back and forth going, yeah, 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 yeah. Well. But what I will have to do is, unfortunately, I am definitely going to have to kind of wrap up. Hey.
I can't use or see larger emotes on mobile. This is the one exception as you're posting up chat.
Why? Why? That's so weird. It doesn't make no sense. They're not even on yet. Man. All right. Don't be loud. All right. Not loud. All right. All right. Okay. I can close that. All right. I had to start early because I had to deal with people in about 1 hour, which means apparently I have to bathe if there's going to be guests, which I do not want. I do not want, but there's nothing I can do about it. All right. Guess there's a time limit in location in chat box when the emote reverts to normal size. It shouldn't. I think it just reloaded and then like freaked out. Thank you. Go.
Thanks for the stream, PG. Hope you have a great rest of the week and see you Sunday. Jim Love.
We'll see how quickly I can get rid of people. But I don't like having to deal with people IRL. You know, like, hey, we're going to be in the area. Good. Yeah, I got to end. Dude, I've been on since, what was this, 3.5 hour stream already. I started at like 10. It was ridiculous, right? Yeah. Go.
Mobile gets shafted a lot. Mobile subs are more expensive too.
Yeah, I don't understand that. That is like, shouldn't there be like a price? Isn't there a Better Business Bureau that should be approaching that and saying, hey, you can't charge people different things based on devices? I feel like that's a FTC kind of thing. Or FCC. Or barbecue. BBQ? What are the BBBs? Whatever. Somebody's got to look into that. It should all be the same across the board. Yeah. It's ridiculous. But yeah, we've been on for a bit. No, because Apple won the epic suing battle. Oh, Apple won that? I forgot that was even the thing and kept going. Oh, it's ridiculous. They actually won that? How did they do that? No, because it wasn't like, didn't Epic have an issue with that? Because it was like, oh, well, you're trying to charge people more money for what, V-Bucks or something for Fortnite through the mobile storefront or whatever? On appeal? They won on appeal. Must have been a banana peel because somebody slipped up on that. That's ridiculous. Dude, really? That's insane to me. All right, whatever. And I'm not a big Epic fan, but if I had to choose companies between Epic and Apple, I would pick Apple as far as favorites go, but still I feel like that pricing is kind of wonky. Just another reason to stop using the crap company. Yeah. It's always something. All right, but we're literally wrapping up. All right? We got to wrap up. I got to deal with things today that I don't want to deal with, but things need to be dealt with. So we're going to do things, run around. The dawn will be on Friday, 5 o'clock. I don't know. I got to get back to work, doing my thing after these humans leave. Yeah, and that kind of thing. I'll keep you posted on a physical edition of the board game if that ever happens. Could come to fruition, but we don't even know. Other than that, I've run out of protein bars, and Amazon doesn't have any in stock. So then I got to go look for those too. All right? I know, tough times. I think we're going to raid, I don't know who's on. It's probably Cinema Insomnia movies or something. I know. Everybody, we're going to be back on Sunday, maybe early before that, depending on what's going on. Everybody do something fun this week, and thanks for supporting. I know, go get that game and play it because it's free or whatever. It costs you paper. Save Pumpkin Guy. Save Pumpkin Guy. Look, she's got crazy fingers and stuff. I'm stuck in a little ball of magic, and it's like, yeah, help me. These guys are weird. There's a lot of pencils. How many pencils did you go through making this? Just the one? Okay. Oh, he's in there. All right, whatever. Get out of here. Thanks for being here. There it is again.